All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you're doing well. Here's your ceremonial jump scare of the day. We are 3 p.m. sharp, and we're going to be playing Green Tide today. So roll Green Tide. It's going to be the boys coming out to Crump. I was going to play Ogres, but I saw a lot of other Ogre signups, so I was like, all right, let's play some Greenskins. By the way, big changes today, which is very exciting. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So rolling over to the main game. So we had a hotfix today. So CA actually did a pretty good job. You got to give credit where credit is due. Basically immediately on Monday, we got our hotfix, which is pretty awesome. So shout out to those guys for getting it done so quick. And a lot of bounce changes too. So that's another, kind of silver lining of this. We actually ended up getting a really quick bouncing patch. So Mangler Squigs got adjusted. The Goblin Big Bosses only summon one time now. On top of that, we did see Khorne get buffs to their infantry. So the Khornate infantry that were just kind of terrible before got some nice buffs. So Skull Reapers got a big buff increase. Wrathmongers are better as well. I don't know why they're blocked out. Wrathmongers. Oh, it's because I have 3 up here. I was like, yeah. So Wrathmongers got a huge buff too. I don't know about the Blood Beast. Oh, Blood Beast got armor piercing. So yeah, now this is a good unit. They were also Blood Beast before. Were afflicted by the what's it called? By the splash attack bug. So we didn't really get a good look at the Blood Beast before, but now that they have armor piercing, they're going to be a lot better. I mean, they're giant gorillas. Of course, they should be able to smash through some armor. So, yeah, should be fun. We're going to be playing Greenskins today, though, and our first match will be coming up soon in today's Swiss tournament. Yeah, there's a post. There's a post on the website about the goods. All right. So let's see. All right, and let me go ahead and see if we have our opponent yet. Over on Yield Total Tavern. I'm not hosting today's tournament, which is really nice. Out of region is, so that means I just get to chill back and hang out. Don't have to do any admin stuff. Did you see what they did with Golg's Deadeye ability? It's unlimited now. That's more of an issue for land battle. In Dom, you're not going to get through 3 charges of it probably in Dom mode. But yeah, for land battle, that's freaking insane because land battle games can go into longer and there's a longer kiting phase usually. So yeah, that's really big there. All right, so we got our first opponent here. Let's go ahead and find them. And all right, yo. Let's get this and have some fun. Well, it's going to play some Chowie today, but I don't think we've played a Greenskin SFT yet, so that's pretty fun. So do you have map pack? I see him on a different game version, so I'm going to need to figure this out. And you probably have splash attack mod on, yeah. All right, so just got to work with my homie here. I think he has a couple mods on that are making our game versions incompatible. Restart. You have some other mods on. On Steam. Cool. So my opponent will get this restarted and we should be able to get this going. I will host the lobby and it's going to be Greenskins versus I'm not sure what yet. Okay, there's lobby code for my opponent. Thank you guys all for joining today and we're going to be playing the Green Tide. Should be a lot of fun. Now that, so look at this. The Night Goblin Big Boss only has 1 summon of Squigs. Dude, it was such bullshit before. Got 800 gold of free armor-piercing summons. It's insane. Yeah, so Greenskins are definitely going to be pretty balanced now. The stats have been reset today, so any tournament stats are going to be getting tracked. We'll be going to the new stat tracker, which is fun. Watching your last live stream gave me an idea for Turn Limp Biscuit beer name. I did it all for the Wookiee. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. What is the one locked purple unit in the infantry section of Khorne? I don't think there is one. Yeah, there he goes. All right, cool. So he was able to get it. I'm going to be on the Greenskins, and the map is going to be what for today? We are on map number 1. Ooh, Gates of Ekrend. Interesting. Gates of Ekrend is very much like a brawler map. All right, well, we are on the Gates of Ekrend, and we're playing against Warriors of Chaos, I think. Nice. Warriors of Chaos versus Greenskins. That's a fun fight. Yeah, all right. No, Greenskins needed those changes. They're totally fine. Nobody wants overpowered bullshit, right? Nobody wants any of that. All right, so what do we have to worry about with Walk? What would I bring against Greenskins? I'm trying to think. I can bring Mangler Squigs. They got nerfed really heavily. They're now much more fair. They were pretty busted before. So yeah, I can bring Mangler Squigs now if I want to. Favorite new unit so far? It's really hard to say. Probably the Shielded Black Orc. I really like the Shielded Black Orcs. They're super cool. Yeah, see, now I don't feel like I have to bring the Night Goblin big bosses. You know, I feel like I can bring other stuff, which is fun. Yeah, Mangler Squigs might still be good, though. Their explosions are pretty nasty. Like, they just nuke infantry when they die. So that's really where they shine. I might try some out. We'll see. All right, so for the Lord choice, let me go ahead and get the army blocker up. So I'm going to need an army blocker here. Darth Wookius will block this. And right on, let's get it. So Warriors of Chaos. Is this going to be a Gorchad matchup where Gorchad just comes in and provides some big buffs? It could be fun. Yeah, it could be fun indeed. All right, so that's cool. I like that. And do we want this one? That is not targeted, right? Yeah, that's range. Yeah, that's just... we could do his 2 buffs there. That's kind of fun. All right. So now in the front, let's get some expendable goblins to just eat it for a Gork and or Mork. The big squig. Yeah, the big squigs are potentially fun here. I think, did he get cost increased, the acid burper? I don't think he did. I think he's still in the ballpark of being fine. A single bolt thrower is not a terrible idea against them, for sure. Maybe not a bad idea. Shielded Black Orcs against Walk. I mean, they have a fair amount of lightly armored troops, but typically you're going to be seeing more armor, so that would probably be something I would want to put some respect on. For the caster here, the River Troll Hag, Death Magic is always good, so you could just pretty much always, if you don't know what to do, you just go Buna Spirit Leech, right? And then you're going to be fine. And yeah, if they have like Archaon or anything like that, you're not gonna regret it. All right, take the Colossal Squig. We'll see. I'm still working out the build a little bit here, so we'll see what the Rock is cooking. And all right, so let's get you guys. I'm gonna try some new stuff here, which is gonna be fun. And aside from this, the Colossal Squig, maybe I'll slap one in reserve. I mean, the Colossal Squig is a good monster fighter. It's not bad at that. Okay, let's get you slapped into the main army here. And yes, and we want the healing. I don't think so. The empowered shrooms. All right. Got a bit more health and melee attack. I don't know if that makes them decent. They were already decent. Colossal Squigs were seeing play, for sure. They were not a bad unit. Okay, so we got to put some respect on big targets, but also Greenskin Skirmishers are pretty good. So I think we need to find a way to work a couple of those in. So let's work in the Greenskin Skirmishers. So Morgrubs plus just an Archer is probably going to be fine. Morgrubs, Meiji Marauders are pretty sweet. Let's get you and get another one of these. And awesome. Rogue Idol? No. I'm done with those. I'm done with Rogue Idols. I've given up on them. The Rogue Idols can stay in the trash where they belong. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Dovizenya. All right, so let's get you in reserve. And obviously the big strength of the Greenskins are like their mid-tier caps, so like the Boar Boy Biggins and the Boar Boys. That's like where they really shine. Those guys just do serious work and are such a cost-effective call-in my experience. Okay, a couple of these. So we have large threats. Shielded Black Orcs here, probably not great. I mean, regular Black Orcs with the great weapons could be a feasible option. Maybe not the worst thing in the world. Okay, a little rusty air action, never hurt anybody. Pump wagons, I think Squigs and our Cav will be good enough against the infantry that we don't need to really lean into that too hard. Let me make sure my opponent doesn't have any questions here. I don't think so. Well, it's not my tournament anyway, so I guess I could just chill. Let Outer Region field all the questions. Bolt Thrower is kind of a tempting one, but this map has a weird line of sight, so I don't know how much I want a Bolt Thrower, so probably not going to bring one here. Savage Orc Airboys, what are they going to be good against? Against Trolls? Yeah, Trolls are a little bit scary, so I suppose bringing a little bit of Daka to shoot at the Trolls is not terrible. The Flinger Shrine, also a cool idea, but yeah, that's the way to do it for sure. The Swamp Things are great. They're a great little unit. All right. Let's get this. Squigs, of course, a little bit pricey, but that's fine. They usually pay for themselves. Solid little armor-piercing gremlins. Chaos Knights will be around for sure. Let's get this. And get this. All right, I think I'm ready. So this build is trying some of the new units that have been nerfed and some of the ones that have been buffed. So we're dabbling, we're exploring. I feel like I am going to want more missile play. That's the one thing I feel this build is really missing is just DACA. A little bit of DACA is missing. Yeah. All right, so let's get this and maybe mix in a couple air boys of some sort, and I think that could be nice. All right. Yeah, that feels better. That feels way better. Line of sight always messing with range. Complete sadness. No, not necessarily. It's just this map is... A bolt thrower could be okay on this map. Like, sitting it on your home objective and shooting at their, like, little hill that they're going to be turtling on could be good. I'm not sure. Yeah, I wouldn't call this the most meta build, but you know, who knows what the meta is, right? Things are different now with all the hotfix changes and whatnot. Spider Shrine. The Flinger Shrine might be okay here. Like, having it sit back, nuke some, you know, Chaos Infantry, you know, do their thing. Yeah. Never seen format FFA anymore. Yeah, it's more of a meme format. It's just fun to kind of mess around with. I wouldn't say it's like a competitive format. Blood Beasts of Khorne, yeah. Blood Beasts of Khorne are good. Mangler Squigs, we're going to find out. I actually brought, I brought 2 Mangler Squigs, which got heavily nerfed. They got gutted, but they needed to be. They got a cost reduction too, though. So Mangler Squigs got cost reduced, and they got their stats decreased pretty heavily. So they still explode upon death, which is where they do a lot of their damage. So I'm curious to see how they do. All right. So let's see if we can get the dub here in game 1 of today's tournament. Good luck, have fun. A whole new world. All right. So let's get this party started. We got Mangler Squigs. We got 2 of them, which is going to be really fun. We got mostly goblins with spears, so just trash, to absorb the charge of the Warriors of Chaos in the front. All right, you got to love it. And we got a couple orc boys here with spears. We're going to be taking it for Gork and or Mork. All right, so we got 1 goblin boss. Now, he only has 1 summon now, but that's fine. I mainly want him, if I summon a Colossal Squig, I want him to deal with the rampages, because he can get rid of rampaging on your Squigs, which is really useful. We got 2 Mangler Squigs ready to go, which is going to be cool, and then we got 2 Skirmishers to go grab the side objective. And that's basically it. Yeah, no Black Orcs in this build. Like, here's the thing. You're either going to go with... shielded Black Orcs for your armor piercing, or the Mangler Squig. They kind of fulfill the same role. So I feel like it'd be a little bit haggard to do both. Did any units from other factions get hotfixed? Yeah. But so in between games, if we have some downtime, we'll go over the patch notes. We'll do all that goodness. As far as Collins go, I do have a lot of Boarboy Cav. So I got 3 of the regular ones, and then a couple big ones, and then I got Trolls and Colossal Squig. Yeah, it's dark in those shadows, I know. I can't wait to escape them. We're going to try. All right. So here we are. It's going to be Festus and a Mutilith Beast. That's actually kind of scary. I feel I don't have great answers against that, but we're gonna hopefully be able to call in some DACA to poke them down. So first things first, we'll call in the boys here, and we're gonna move up. We got Festus with a Aspiring Champions and a Hell Cannon, which I also really like. I think that's a great choice. All right, so we're gonna grab this objective and grab this. So that means he's gonna have to come to us. So we basically just need to get a lot of DACA lined up and be able to shoot down the Mutilith Beast. And the Mangler Squigs should still be good against monsters, I'm thinking. Like, they still hit hard. It's still, you know, 4 Mangler Squigs equates to the same amount of damage as a Legendary Lord. And before, it was even worse. It was 800. It was like 2 Legendary Lords you were getting out of 1 Mangler Squig on their stat line. So this is where, like, the Bolt Thrower would have been good. So I'm going to get 2 Archers. That should be enough. And then, yeah, now we just chill back. Because he's going to have to come to us, which is exactly what we want. We're going to get some Spears over here. We have a little bit of DACA here. The Hell Cannon could start shooting. What is it going to be shooting at? It's shooting at my Lord. Okay, so let's pull back a little bit now. And are we going to get hit? Okay, we dodged it. Cool. So yeah, he's going to have to come. Now, getting to that piece of equipment is going to be potentially fun. We see the enemy skirmishers here in the woods. All right, so we can do a little bit of an exchange of fire of sorts. And here comes the great battle of our time. So it's on. Let's move you up. Let's move you guys up here. And Gorchad is going to be very nice for these fights for sure. But that Hell Cannon will do a lot of damage if we're not careful. So we got to put some respect on the name here. All right, so in the trees, we're going to get some Orc Boar Boy. We're going to get some cheap expendable Cav and see if we can maybe squeak back and get that Hell Cannon at some point or other. And we're going to start Spirit Leeching the big one there. I'm not sure if we want to. All right, let's get you and you. Put you in Control Group 4 for now. You guys can go here. River Troll Hag is going to go ahead and drop a Mither on these guys. All right. Yeah, so we do eat it. Mangler Squigs get blasted in the face a little bit. Let's pull you back and line you guys up like so. River Troll Hag needs to retreat. And is there anything that we really need to worry about here? Yeah, Festus is going to be a bit annoying for sure. Let's move up and get ready to engage here and get the Mangler Squigs to go pile in here. So they can go chew on those Marauders with you guys, and then the Manglers can go here and deal with these guys. And cool, so let's get both archers to start shooting at this thing. And we want to go ahead and mither it if we can. So we're going to mither that, lock it down, and we're going to get you to go after Festus. Mangler Squigs have engaged. A couple of spears can get in there too. Great. And Spirit Leech, we want to drop it on you. Start working the big beastie right there. And we're going to see how the Mangler Squigs will perform. That is for sure. All right, let's get this going. Let's get these boar boys kind of sprinting across here. And now we have the orcs buff, so we're going to go ahead and buff up some of the gremlins. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? Those archers, do you see them waddling into melee like that? Dude, that's so stupid. Pathing in this game is so weird sometimes. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, so we're going to keep bashing Festus on the head with our boy here. And in the meantime, you guys shoot there, and you guys shoot here. So we need to drop those shots, and we're going to go try and sneak back there and get this if we can. So hopefully it works out. And how's the boinking going here in the front? It's going all right. We do have some spears nearby that could provide a little bit of support. I have no idea what's going on with those archers, why they're struggling so bad, but yeah, hopefully they're going to be able to shoot now. All right, so Festus is getting smashed up a little bit, but we need to deal with the big man here. So we're going to do this, and we're going to also pull our big boss over there. And we do get our sneaky spec ops over here, and he has some Chaos Warrior halberds, but I don't think he's going to get there in time. Let's go ahead and buff up these spears, attack here. We can do a Squig Summon if we want to, but I don't think we need to. And on the outside, oh, he's got Hellstriders over there, so we need to get out of that situation like ASAP. Basically, we'll just focus on winning this fight over here. And the Mangler Squigs were able to tear it up in the front. So let's get you back here, and you, in the meantime, can keep hitting this. But we need to kill that big man for sure. So we'll pull you guys back. Let's get the Broken Tusk Mob to come on in. Pop the Wog, and our Skirmish Cav did get caught by the Hellstrider, so I got a little bit sloppy there, and he's able to cackle all the way to the bank. But if we kill this biggin here, not this biggin, but this monster's beast of war, then that's going to be a huge win for us. And we're going to go ahead and mither it, slow it down, and hopefully be able to get a pick. Mangler Squigs are still going. We still got them. They're just kind of rampaging about, so let's pull them back into the front line here. Basically, just ignore the other side. And did we get this thing broken? If we did, then we're in very good shape. So in the meantime, let's park our Lord here. Looking good, and we're going to go ahead and drop a Squig Summon right in the front. So we're going to drop the Squig Summon here to help out with the warriors. And pigs come in, charge here, you guys fight there, and the big boy is down. So he is broken, which is nice. Let's get the Mangler Squigs to jump over there. We do pull a pretty substantial value lead. I think on this side we could just get some, yeah, we don't want to send anything there. Let's just really focus on winning this fight. So yeah, the boss, big Mutolith Beast is going to be sent off the battlefield there. So that's going to be sent to the Shadow Realm. Get the boar boys here. Mangler Squigs still seem to be grinding pretty damn well. I'm very pleased with their performance so far. But escorting this big monster off the field, like, it's not going to reflect on the damage meter, but that's going to be a shit ton of value, right? All right, so let's move up the battlefield. Our Lord is providing nice buffs here, like, so we can do like cool things like this, like give Broken Tusk Mob a nice stat line increase. And the Mutolith Beast has been escorted off the field. So now we need to deal with, yeah, we'll get some trolls here. Ah, damn it, I called them out on the wrong side. All right, well, it's all good. You guys run through the tree line. Okay, so pigs are here. Yeah, the Mangler Squigs are going to be pretty sweet. They're actually going to explode and do a lot of damage here, which is going to be awesome. We have Fate of Una. Don't think we need that right now. And we just kind of crump through this front line here. We do have Gorbad giving some nice buffs. So let's get these archers over on the side here and do a little bit of unsummoning here. And we can do some unsummoning here to get some fresh units back in the pool. Call up some Work Arrow Boys, and they can waddle up the side of the battlefield. All right, so moving on up. Mangler Squigs are getting it done. The Boar Boy Cav, let's bring him back down here. And I'm going to need to boink Festus on the head here if we can. So these guys are almost broken through. So let's get you guys moving up. And we can just start working on Festus now. So we're going to start Spirit Leeching him. We do get a big surround there, which is very, very nice. And the Daka lines, let's go ahead and shoot the Hellstriders. We're going to get a huge force multiplying effect here. So let's go ahead and buff up our Bacon Cav right now. So they're going to get a huge stat line buff. And then we'll flank around and layer on top of his Cav, which is going to be very nice. All right, so you guys keep fighting the Aspiring Champions. You guys get around the back of the formation. And we're going to have a Fate of Una too. So Fate of Una probably just going to use it on the Hellstriders. That should break his formation. Yeah, big Bacon surround right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be nice. All right, so Squigs will counter the Aspiring Champions, so let's get them in. And we have a huge stat buff, man. Like, all our units here are getting +10/+10, which is nice. Yeah, so we get us around. Is it going to be enough, though? I do have the objective advantage. Pretty big points lead as well. These are halberds, so let's start shooting those Chaos Warrior halberds. And how are we looking on the other side on this objective here? Yeah, he's got some units there. I could go. The Hellstriders actually give him a lot of tools here. Festus is going to be fleeing the scene, and we do get the Vile Trolls nice and broken up, so let's pull back a little bit. So take these guys out of the control group, and I could call in the big boss squig if I want to. I'm not sure if it's worth, though. All right, so we're going to retreat a little bit. We do have the Manticore. On this side, what can we call in that would be useful? We could do a Mangler Squig, but let's just do a couple like infantry units here, and then we can start to support them with some cav. Because this fight, you know, Festus does play this game very well. Let's get back to the Aspiring Champions. Pull back, and get the Squigs on top of them too. And these archers can start shooting the Manticore, and we can get the spears to re-engage here. In the meantime, maybe we can start using the big man here. So let's go ahead and buff up our spear boys. Give them a little bit of milk, and go after you. All right, outstanding. You have some skirmishers here. Probably call in some light cav on the other side. What is he going to be calling in? It's going to be Marauder Horsemen. Okay. So, yeah, I think some light cav here will be able to get the job done on those Marauders. Great. So we're trying to boink Festus on the head. It's not easy. He's pretty tanky. Getting to that Hell Cannon's going to be tough. The Manticore back there should die to all those units, I would imagine. The Boar Boys getting it done. Let's go ahead and charge these Bile Trolls. And, yeah, Gorbad is a very good fighter. He's not like a Grimgore level fighter, but, you know, he's in the family. You can see he has good animations. Like, look at Festus getting slapped up right now. Yeah, absolutely slapped up. Yeah, the quality should be fine. I mean, I haven't changed anything. So what you guys have been seeing is you know, normal here. All right, let's go get to the Manticore. And, yeah, Festus is almost dead. He's getting boinked really, really well here. Okay. So let's call in another light cav unit, send it up here to go help out, and you guys just go hit them. In the meantime, we just kind of keep trading here. We almost got Festus down. Gorbad is just going Super Saiyan, which is awesome. Archers at the ready, General. Let's shoot into the Chaos Warriors. Might as well. And we can do the Squig buff here, too. It actually, I believe, buffs everything. It's not just, there's just those units here. All right, so the Wog is going to be coming down. We got the Swamp Things coming in to help. And I'm really, really curious to see how the Mangler Squigs did, by the way. That's what I'm most hyped for. Gorchad has almost finished off the man. We're going to Spirit Leech him, and hopefully that'll just get the job done. So let's get the attacks going there. The Boar Boy Cab are so cost-effective, man. As a matter of fact, we could probably just allocate over there. Let's go ahead and buff up the spears here, whatever. And the Swamp Things are on their way in. Let's get the Goblin in there, too. Manticore's offline for now. So let's do Collins. I could do Manglers. I'm really, really curious to see their value. Yeah, I think I got this game, though. I mean, with Homeboy being so low here, let's get the Trolls on top of him there, see if they can hunt him down. And we'll have another Spirit Leech for him in a second. Let's actually mither him so he can't get away. And on the side objective, the Bacon Cav are battling Chaos Warriors, but the Baconators are going to be pretty good against the Chaos Warriors. So let's get them behind and get ready for a rear charge there. All right, so Goblin Boss in there. Swamp Things are going to be taking them to the swamp. And let's move in some more Cav. Perfect. All right, nice, nice. Let's move up. Yeah, we're taking ground slowly but surely. Festus is sitting at a pretty low amount of health. The Spirit Leech should finish him off. So let's Spirit Leech. And there we go. Yeah, Hell Cannon is putting in work. It's definitely one of the better elements of Walk. It's very, very good. All right, so the Lord is going to be dead for the army. Shoot you guys. You know, getting through that halberd position isn't going to be a joke. Let's go ahead and buff up the boys here who are still fighting. Hopefully we can survive on this side. Let's get some archers coming in. Honestly, wouldn't be opposed to a Mangler Squig. Okay, rear charge there. Oh, Chaos Knights. Oh, shit. Okay, so we need to get some armor piercing out. So, yeah, all my anti-large cav are on the battlefield mostly. The Trolls here are starting to break up, and I guess we just pile in and Bacon charge this. Just hope we can bunker bust them. The Swamp Things over there were able to get the job done, and honestly, this is a good fight for me. Swamp Things fighting Chaos Knights is about as good as it can get for what I have on the battlefield, so no complaints there. All right, attacks and attacks. Let's call in some Mangler Giga Chads. So Manglers are sitting at, they got 900 value, dude. How great is that? So the Mangler Squig just did its job and basically just paid for itself. It didn't cheese and get like 3k value. It just did its thing. Love to see it. So like Mangler Squigs, definitely going to be fun. I'm excited. All right, so he does swarm me here. The Chaos Knights did take a bit of a beating, but not enough. And Gorchad is still just buffing up the boys in the front. And we got Mangler Squigs on the way back in here. Boar Boys do not need a buff. They don't say that evil. Boar Boys are extremely cost effective. They're extremely cost effective. All right, so maybe we can save the River Troll Hag. I'm not sure. Let's go over there, see if we can. Keep the Goblin Big Boss fighting here. Some of you guys fighting here, you guys here. And the Mangler Squigs can just, let's bring the Mangler Squigs to fight the Chaos Knights too. All right, Gladys the River Troll got away. And on this side, we were able to bunker bust the Chaos Warriors. So we're up in value, but not by as much as you would think. Remember, my opponent does have Festus healing, so it's pretty scary. All right, so big pit fight, but pit fights favor us. We have a Lord, they do not, and we also have access to the Great Leader, so that's going to be nice. All right, so Spear's moving up. Mangler Squigs should be here in a second. We can actually buff them. Yep, so the Mangler Squigs are embroiled in combat, which I'm curious to see how they'll perform here. And there is a Manscore, though. Manscores are very cost-effective. We need to just get to the point where we win on just one objective and call it a day there. All right, let's get you guys across to help out. How does this pit fight go for us? I'm not sure. Do we have any light cav to call in? Any medium cav of sorts? The Mangler Squigs are holding very well, actually, which is cool. So let's buff the Mangler Squigs. Give them orcs are the best, even though they're not orcs. It's still in the family. All right, so now we just kind of helms deep on our back objective, just form up, because we could, terror is a big problem for greenskins. We could definitely start losing ground. And we got two light bacon cav coming over to help, so let's get them on the Hellstriders. Hellstriders are an absolute menace here. They're very tough. Gorchad is buffing up the Mangler Squigs. We got the 2 infantry units coming, and we can go ahead and get some Boarboy Biggin cav, so let's get those guys rolling up to party. Still in a winning position, but it's dodgy. It's very dodgy. This is where the Mangler Squigs can feast, though, because they can get their value from the explosions, right? Which is going to be awesome. So when they die and start exploding, 1,600 value. They got 900 in their first life, so they've gotten about 700 so far, which is a balanced unit. Cool to see. All right. So Gorchad is just going to keep holding. Dude, he is just going hard. He's not hearing any bell whatsoever. All right, let's unsummon these guys in case the game goes a little bit longer. I'm pretty sure I just win by Helm's Deeping the far side objective, worst case scenario, but we might need to get Gorchad out of here. I mean, he's doing really well. I mean, he's handling this Manticore. But yeah, we need to get some cav reinforcements over here to help out. Let's get you in there. Let's get the bacon in here too. And now we can just reinforce the back point with God knows what. Just whatever is fine. I don't know what we got. Let's get you. Do this. Call you guys up this way. Bacon Cav does intercept. Gorchad giving the big stat line increases. He's gotten how much value this game? 2,800 on Gorchad. Oh, it's basically like if Grimgor had a mount, you know? Like that's what you're getting here. All right, let's Spirit Leech you, try and get you off. Pull in more Cav. Let's get Rusty Errors. Why the hell not? Hey, Master Boyan, thank you for the donation, man. All right, the Bacon Harem are coming in. All right, let's give them the buff. The boss's plan, so they are going to have huge melee defense now and become actually very tanky. Let's get these spears to intercept the Hellstrider so we don't get enveloped in flanks. Marauders are here. Squigs can feast. No play on the backside, so my opponent not trying any funny business over there. We're looking pretty comfortable here, and I think we win this pit fight. Like, Gorchad is so powerful in this fight. Everything here is getting plus 10 melee attack. Like, and plus 10 melee defense. So freaking good. Yeah. All right, so we break their backs. Gorchad was too powerful. We're going to go ahead and keep buffing up the Bacon Cav here as the Squigs do arrive. No Colossal Squig this game. Didn't really have the time to save up that kind of money. It was very, very, close quarters fights there. So we need to get the reinforcements coming in however we could. All right, Gorchad sitting at 3,100. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I will get the cannon value. Okay, so Festus is on his way back. Festus actually wasn't a bad pick. Just him getting picked off and killed was the big deciding variable, right? We'll do Squig thinking here. So that's a pretty nice buff, too. Empowered Shrooms is good even against... it's great. Just like anytime you got Squigs nearby, melee attack and leadership buffs, I mean, come on, sign me up. That's good stuff. All right. So do we have anything fighting here still? It's going to be a couple Hellstriders. We do have some big Squigs in the bushes, or the Swamp Things, which I actually completely forgot about. I had a late night. I'm still waking up a little bit. All right. My wife and I and... couple friends, we did Gnomragon last night in Classic WoW, which was quite a bit of fun. Taking me back to high school days. He had a caster. He had Festus, but Festus died. Yeah. GG, well played. Scary, actually. Yeah. It was a close game. His build was good. If he didn't lose that Mutileth Beast early on, I think he wins. Like, the value was close. Just us getting that beast off was, yeah. He is good on Pig. Big charge bonus. So, Hell Cannon got 1,800. I mean, here's the thing, guys. The Hell Cannon was mostly shooting just dog shit spearmen and goblins, but it still managed to pay for itself, which is good. Mutilith Beast, if we didn't get that thing off early, if he had rallied it and healed it, I'd probably lose the game. Yeah. So Severed Claw would have been a big problem. Festus wasn't a bad pick. He just needed some protection. And for reinforcements, Hellstriders are so good. 1,400 and 1,600. I mean, so powerful. That's like the best thing about Warriors of Chaos. Honestly, his build is good. I'm talking to him right now. If you... It rallied / healed. I lose, I think. All right. So just talking to the homie here. Yeah, he played very well. Honestly, that was a very good match. His build is like, yeah, I'm going to tell him also. Also, with Festus, add Severed Claw as a bodyguard. Then your pimp. All right. Yeah, very well played to my opponent, man. Gorbad was an absolute Giga Chad, though. He got 3,100 value. Mangler Squigs seem balanced now, honestly. I like them, though. I think they're good. It's like, it's a big, hard-hitting squig, and it's kind of like a heat-seeking missile. You put them at one unit you want to kill, and, you know, they're going to do okay at it. All right, so going to the website to update the old stats here. Yeah, the Slaanesh Cav got limited today. Okay, so this and this. So it's going to be greenskins versus greenskins, which are, I really like playing greenskins. They're very fun. Warriors of Chaos. All right, awesome. Bretonnia is kind of on the lower end of the spectrum for sure. Let me pull up the patch notes, by the way. So somebody in the Discord should have them. Maybe I go Archie. Yeah, Archie's all right in that matchup, but really Festus is not a bad choice. Valkia can rule there also. She's good against boars, squigs. Festy is good. You know, Warriors of Chaos are very fun, man. So many diverse ways to play. Yeah, today we have some restrictions. We have it's not my tournament, but Outer Region has limited the Slaanesh Seeker Cav, which is nice because they're super busted. Thunder Tusks got nerfed, but they're still limited to 1. Aside from that, not too many restrictions. It's basically just open field. Yeah. Hello, Turin, my wife. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Well, I hope things get better for you, Cameron. Or maybe it was something that was good in your life. So, yeah, I heard Wrathmongers are pretty insane. Outer Region limited them to 1 in today's tournament. Yeah, Greenskins are a very balanced faction now, for sure. We got the new stats tracking. Yes, yes. We do have another greenskin player in the tournament. Yeah, just about done. Professor Pone is playing Ulrich Ralt. And we're going to see how that game unfurls. And then we'll move forward from there. Yeah, they're still playing. It's probably a lag fest, I would imagine. I know. I didn't think I haven't tested the Wrathmongers yet. I mean, are they really OP? Like, I feel like Elite Infantry will never be like truly OP, but yeah, it's not my tournament. I would not have restricted them probably, but I could be wrong. You know, I haven't faced them yet. Yeah, no, good. Definitely kudos to CA. They normally it takes them like when there's a big like balance issues, it'll be a couple weeks like before we get a fix. But I think due to the fact that this affected campaign. Like they sold a new DLC that was based on an Ogre Kingdoms campaign, and then there's a bug that breaks the entire roster for said campaign. You know, of course, there's going to be a hotfix immediately. So that this was probably an all hands on deck situation, but they did a good job. Certainly, shout out to them. Yeah. Someone got to play Swords of Chaos. Yeah, Swords of Chaos are awesome. They're fun. They're definitely a fun unit. Okay. Yeah. Solid. Talking to my homie here who we just played against. Looking forward to seeing how he does in the rest of the tournament. I always like seeing aspiring Warriors of Chaos players. Hit me up if you have any questions. I have like builds for almost every matchup in Warriors of Chaos. I think that's probably the faction I have the most developed. Yeah, so we can go over some of those builds real quick. Can somebody send me the patch notes, by the way, in Discord? That would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, I think I have builds for most matchups for Walk. Not all of them, maybe like 10, 12 matchups. They're so fun though, man. They're so fun. Hello there, just wanted to say that you got me addicted to Legion Tower Defense. Yeah, it's a fun game. Legion Tower Defense is great. It's a good time. I like playing it off stream just kind of casually. Yeah, get that patch up before the holidays. Kudos to CA for sure. Yeah, dude, if we had to suffer through this for the whole frickin' holiday season, that would have sucked. So it's good that they were able to pound that out. Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking about, like, at least for my tournaments, if there's players who, like, consistently lag, you know, having some sort of a rule, like, where you need to measure their ping or something before we allow people to play. Yeah, it's like... The peer-to-peer thing does suck. All right, we got the Space Pope as our next opponent. The Space... let's just look. There he is. Okay. All right, awesome. So how did Pone Dog do? It looks like he was defeated, but he probably let Ulrich win, if I had to guess. Hey, thank you for the patch notes link. Aces. Oh, we got Norska. Oh, Norska versus Greenskins. All right, this is going to be fun. I'm excited for this. Okay, so the map is going to be what? What is the map going to be? Norska has like been a Terminator lately, man. Like we've been seeing them in a lot of the grand finals of tourneys and crushing all the meta factions. I don't know what it is about the Norskan Unga Bunga, but man, they've been doing so well. Who's hosting? Outer Region's hosting. Link patch notes, please. Sure. Let me get them for a sec. All right. So if you scroll to the very bottom of this page, let me double check, make sure it's a good link. All right. So if you scroll to the very bottom of the page here, guys, there's a section that says like the hotfix. So if you just search text for hotfix, it'll come up. All right, so for Norska, how do we want to play against Norska here, huh? I think that could be fun. Yeah. Cool. Let's try this out. Now against Norska, a couple goblins to be sacrificed is always a good thing. Is the Thunder Tusk the best monster in the game? It did get nerfed today, so it's hard for me to give conclusions because it did get karate chopped a little bit, which is good. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll find out. We will find out. How's the patch? So far, so good. Yeah, so far, so good. I have no complaints. Yeah, CA has done a good job so far, I think. Oh, God, he's ready already? That's not good. Okay, so what kind of a caster do we want? Probably just, honestly, a Spirit Leecher. It's going to be fine. Greenskin Magic is not bad here, but if we're going to be going with you, then... that's actually an option, too, against the Norskins. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that's not terrible. It's not terrible. Okay, I do like that. Sneaky stealing. Probably cut that ability. Arcane Conduit's good. Don't even try is good. Cut these. All right. Double Idol? Stop. No. I was so upset with the Rogue Idol from like a month ago. Oh, that's right. We need an army blocker. Shit. Well, Pope, if you're watching this, I will be extremely disappointed. Don't do it. All right. We're going to bring some fun units here. It's going to be a great time for all. All right, so Norskin front line. What do we need to worry about? The Norskin Unga comes for us. The Bunga Unga in the night. Yeah, so skin wolves are a thing. Mammoth is a thing. You know, taking down the mammoth is not going to be easy. That guy is going to be a hard boss. Debiggin. Yeah, the Colossal Squigs are all right here, but they do die to Javelins pretty heavily, so that's a little bit scary. So we'll do this. Yes, and then we get a couple of you guys as well. The big Squigs are kind of cool. How much is this? $8.50 for that? God damn. It's expensive. All right. I'm digging it. Can you dig it? He's ready, dude. I'm sweating here. He's already ready for me. Tremble, mortals, in despair. Doom has come to our world. Mangler Squig in this matchup doesn't feel super good. I think just regular Squigs are going to be fine. Mangler versus one Mammoth. Oh, the Mammoth would probably win now after the changes. For sure. The Spiders might be feasible here. For sure. We could do this. Yeah. Damn, dude. I'm like just short of the money I need for that. Just short. It's 450, 425. All right. So in the backfield, what else would I want to bring in? I mean, I could bring in one more of these. Road to Talmheim is a fairly open map. There's a lot of open field here. So shooting is going to be on the table. We have the mobility plays. Do we need Spider Riders for any reason? I don't think so. Trolls? Shrine versus Shrine, it's Destiny. Bring the Fling. I'm bringing something very cool. Don't worry. You guys are going to like it. Oh, that's right. Shit, I need some Skirmish Cav. Skirmish Cav are really good in this matchup. All right. Oh, man. It's so pricey. Oh. I hate when you're just like just short of getting the amount of money you need. It feels so bad. 725. Is there anything else I can cut here? What does this even do? Does a little bit of damage. How many charges does it have? 2 charges? Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that's the mainline build. And then for reinforcements, do we want Colossal Squigs for any reason? I mean, I guess they could hunt down like a Mammoth, right? Like they're 90 speed and they hit very, very hard. So having one maybe as a disruption piece isn't a terrible idea. Yeah, Squigs. And light cab are always good. Having a couple speedy boys to get on the field is nice, but probably going to need some more infantry support. Yes. Almost there. All right. I'm not going to make my opponent wait too much longer. I think this will do, Pig. Let's get it. Grom Pump Wagon's Mad Max build. Oh, huh. On this matchup, but there's a place for that. Grom the Paunch got some buffs. He's decent now. But here, no, Norska has too much mass. Like Skin Wolves, there's too many things they have. Did the patch help the idol? No, it didn't. No, guys, we do have a spider. I'm going back to the old school a little bit. So we have the Ragnarok spider Catchweb Shrine, which it's kind of nice. It has a Howdah on back, you know. As I got a Wyvern. No, you guys saw it. I didn't have the screen blocker up. So we have a very cool build. We have a Goblin Great Shaman on a spider. He has terrible leadership, but he does have Don't Even Try It, and also has magic, fighting capabilities. Shielded Black Orcs are going to be here too, and we do have a single Bolt Thrower as well. So the Bolt Thrower is going to be nice. Just kind of poking into the big threats. Probably, yeah, the trees there are some trees here that are a little bit troll, but it is what it is. All right, so we got the Shielded Blorks because they're the coolest unit on the roster. Oh, so cool. So let's put the goblins a little bit offset because we don't want them to just get massacred on the initial impact. We have some archers. So we have some arrow boys and some regular archers here. We got the shaman. We got the skirmish cav who are going to move up and hopefully be able to grab some points for us. Squigs are there. Squigs are there just to munch on like marauders and champions, whatever. And that's going to be it. Though I don't think the lords can be on the, yeah. I don't think they can. Yeah, that's right. This thing has the snipe ability, which is really funny. But like, how could I actually like use it without hitting the trees? Yeah, you can snipe with it, but it's like the problem is it's going to have some line of. It doesn't have insane range. But yeah, you can put these on the edge of the forest, and they can shoot out because they have snipe. Yeah, so we could try that. We'll try this and put them in guard mode. See if it's actually able to connect. I think we'll play these two objectives. We'll play 1 and 2 out of the gates, and we'll just send our skirmishers over to grab this one as soon as possible. All right. One sec, guys. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's see what the rock is cooking. And, yeah. So Space Pope is coming in with his dreaded Unga Bunga hordes. For reinforcements, we got a lot of Boar Boy Cav. And, yeah, he's got a lot of skirmishers. Makes sense. Okay, let's go see if we can contest this a little bit. Our guys should have a range advantage. And what do we got? We got a Scylla Angfingrim. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, Scylla got buffed today, by the way. So Monkey might actually be respectable now. Yeah, Monkey, look at Monkey. It got a big armor piercing buff. Nice. All right, so we gotta put some respect on Monkey, guys. The Bolt Thrower is going to shoot at whatever it can out of the gates. I mean, Wolfric, whatever, so be it, right? We'll see if we can hit him. Okay, so let's get these skirmishers to start shooting. We'll just kind of keep trading here. Yeah, we're going to line up like so. Hopefully we can keep them from contesting this point. And now, what do we want to call in the back? I mean, do we have a lot of mass we need to worry about? I think I'm just going to get the Colossal Squig out of the gates, honestly. We're going to do a Vindictive Glare on the Shaman here, see if we can snipe him. And let's get the Bolt Thrower on the Shaman as well. Nice. That was not bad. So the skirmishers are still just poking. And we do get the Vindictive Glare, and I could do Don't Even Try It, which will be nice. So let's pop that. And almost enough for the Colossal Squig. So we're going to put him in Control Group 5 when he's ready. And cool. So here he comes. So we're going to do Don't Even Try It. So that's going to add to his cooldowns. The enemy Lord is almost sniped, which is great. Not Lord, but Wizard there. Very good. And it looks like the skirmishers are trying to move around the outside here. We are contesting this outside point with our archers. And now the Chad Blorks are going to move in. Move in, and okay, that's an interesting choice there, but we'll take it. And let's get you and you. And you are going to shoot the... yeah, once again, we need to just finish off this wizard here. So we're going to just continue sniping the wizard. Very nice. Oh, yeah. He does get one cast off, but it's on the Blorks, which isn't a big problem because they're heavily armored, so we're chilling. All right, shoot those Marauders. Let's pull you guys back because we are getting hunted a bit here. Colossal Squig's going to be coming from downtown. Goblins and goblins. And let's get the Colossal Squig to get in and go party a little bit. And we can also get the Spider to go party too. All right, awesome. So far so good. No drama in the realm. We want to call in some light cav, so let's get some, not light cav, but some bacon cav. You guys can continue heading this way. We just need to win the value trading, and let's get our little shaman, Spider shaman here. Oh, it's rampaged. Okay. Yeah, and the Squig is rampaged, but man, they're giving the business to Wulfric though. Goodness gracious. All right, so you Squigs can turn around and hunt these guys down. Let's have you guys hunt here. Get these skirmish cav to come over this way, and the bolt thrower is going to start shooting at the condom wolves there. Great. So Wulfric's getting smashed up. If we can kill Wulfric, it's just going to be a very quick game over. So, oh my god, this Spider is doing work. It's doing work, man. Oh yeah, let's freaking go. Monkey's on its way in. The shielded Blorks are holding like absolute champs. We're going to chase Wulfric off the battlefield and use our Spider Shrine to fight here if we can. All right, let's get some more of these coming out. And you guys are going to sit here and get a little bit of shooting going. And you guys can come run down these Marauders. You guys park right here. Burning Head is on the way. But the wall is active, and we need some... Our Spider character is in a little bit of danger. So let's get these Savage Orcs to come in and help in melee combat, actually, which should be fine. All right, let's shoot here. Silent Angfin Grim is getting very low. Let's use Don't Even Try It. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can do a little bit of a blast like this. Get you guys coming across this way, and you Bacon need to go over there and head that off as well. Okay, Silent Angfin Grim is almost dead. We're going to use the buff here to buff the team up. And the Squig has chased Wulfric off the battlefield. 90 speed is 90 speed, which is really nice. Yeah, Greenskins are such a cool roster, man. There's like so much you can do with them. There's so much. Oh my god, Monkey just got karate chopped by our character there. Nice. Very nice. All right, let's get some Orc Biggins over there to help out. And now I think we just win. I mean, look at the value difference. It's brutal. It's brutal stuff. All right, so you go here. Let's get the Spider Shrine heading that way. Escort the Skin Wolves off. The Colossal Squig's going to be on his way over. Dude, Monkey just got bashed. Just straight up bashed. All right, so you guys go here. You guys go here. And this side, I think our Boar Boys are eventually going to lose that, but it's okay. So let's get some Squigs to come over and help too. And they're going to stay the course. Dude, the Spider Shrine character is sick. How good was that? We like sniped the caster like right out of the gates with Don't Even Try It, as well as the other ability there. The yeah, one sec here. Trying to get the objectives. I don't want to like throw the game somehow. And we have our sniper bolt thrower in the back, our Spec Ops bolt thrower, which is very fun. Yeah, and the Vindictive Glare, that like combination was pretty nasty, wasn't it? All right, so shielded Blorks. You guys keep fighting here. Let's pull across this way, pull across this way. And now the team is going to be arriving here, and that should be a game over here pretty soon. So we're going to have a long time in between games here. Let's do a Vindictive Glare, see how it does against this unit. Okay. Yeah, let's charge there. Get these guys to shoot here. And yeah, Vindictive Glare didn't do too much damage against those kind of units. But yeah, this objective should be a win for us now that we got the Biggins there. They're very, very good fighters. All right, so Spider's cruising. Let's get you in here. I don't have a rampage or anything, but it is what it is. And let's get these cav to stay here. So Blorks can stay here, and you guys can stay here. We'll keep an archer unit nearby to help out. You guys shoot there. Let's get the Broken Tusk Mob coming up to help. And great, so Spider should be able to do it. Our Squig does get rampaged, but this objective is going to start going for us as well. Yeah, the bolt thrower is not hitting anymore. Yeah, it's moved out, obviously, because there wasn't a whole lot in range I wanted to shoot, but we'll just set it up here and it should be fine. All right, what do we got? Some Skin Wolves in there. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about the rampaging Squig, so we're just going to buff them and say au revoir. And pull you in. Yes. And you guys can go bash those Marauder Champions. You guys set up here. Calling some Squigs on the outside to make sure we're safe. But this game's definitely 1,000,000% over. Dude, Wulfric just got freaking slam dunked on, man. Vindictive Glare or Itchy Nuisance here? Sure, why not? All right, so the Bacon is going to fight. That objective is Slipping Press. I guess my opponent's still fighting because they have a points lead. But this is a pretty big difference here. That Squig might be able to do it. Let's send the Broken Tusk Mob to go save our big Squig. That would be nice. The Shielded Blorks are here. How are we looking there? It looks like the Firecaster somehow has returned, but we do dodge it. And Big Squig is doing all right. Skin Wolves will trade well into it, but, you know, not so well that we have nothing. All right, take the charge. Make sure we get the charge order going. And Spider-Man can go down there. This point's looking good. I think we got that one. We can call in some more light cab to go help out. Man, The 650 Boar Boy Biggins are just so freaking cost effective. It's nuts. And we do break through those guys great. So we got the charge there. Let's go ahead and do another Vindictive Glare right here. Let's see what kind of damage it does here. Oh, that's okay. It's nothing. It's not amazing. It's not like some obscenely powerful magic missile, but it's definitely worth. Okay. So now we got some of these guys in, and you guys can come across. You guys come across. Is there any treachery on the backside here? I don't think so. So you guys can come here. Let's get the Bolt Thrower dead center. And the big Spider Shrine is going to be chilling back here now. Yeah. All right. I think we just we're pretty comfortable now. Just calling spears everywhere, and we're going to live our best life. The Boar Boy Biggins are fighting multiple units of Skin Wolves, which is a little bit scary. So fighting back here is a little dangerous, but not the worst thing of the world. Yeah, because we have such a colossal advantage. I don't think it matters. All right. Another Burning Head coming down from the Shaman Sorcerer. Oh, he survived in the woods, but the overcast damage finally did him in. That's pretty funny. All right, Bolt Throwers. Let's get the Bolt Throwers going here. We do have the Wog, so we're going to get a big combat buff, and we're definitely going to break this this Norscan army open here in the back. I wonder how much value the Goblin Great Shaman. 2,400, that's not bad at all. All right, let's buff these guys up as they get a charge in. And we're going to fold up the Skin Wolves. Let's charge you. All right, awesome. Beasts of Tashnar are going to get folded as well. Let's call in more of you guys. Just move you up onto the points. Bolt Throwers are shooting too. And it looks like there's just going to be more Marauder Horsemen. All right. GG, well played. All right. That was a good game. Man, it was brutal. Brutal and cunning, right? The classic Warhammer caster self-pwn. Just like in tabletop, man. When you get those miscast rolls in Nuclear Caster, it's glorious. Yeah, Monkey is a risky pick, I think. Monkey, even though it did get buffed, is just weak. Probably still. Maybe I'm wrong. It does have the Rampage. Monkey did Rampage me, which could have been scary under different circumstances. The Blorks were solid holding pieces. Bolt Thrower got a little bit of value. If there was a Mammoth, the Bolt Thrower would have really feasted, right? 1,900 on the Colossal Squig. Pretty cool. Yeah, overall, just everything just kind of clicked there. GG, well played. Yeah, Ragnarok Spiders are no joke, man. They're pretty strong little fighters. And the Colossal Squigs hit very hard, too. All right, so let's report that. We have some time before the next round. So we're undefeated so far with the Wah. It kind of feels like playing Empire in a way, playing Greenskins. Blorks are so good for melee essentially. Yeah, it's like even if they don't get their value back, they hold so well. And that's like so important for Greenskins. It'd be like if the Empire got like 1,000 gold elite shielded unit. That would be so nice for them. That has like good armor. All right, so that's going to be Greenskins versus Norska. Well, Mammoth is what I was afraid of. Mammoths are really hard for Greenskins to deal with. They're very scary. Did the Arachnarok get buffed? Let's look at the patch notes together because we have a lot of time. So we're going to look at everything right now. Yeah, he also has a bound arcane. People sleep on that Arachnarok Spider Goblin. He has the arcane unforging ability. Don't even try it. And it does a lot of damage, actually. It's 18 seconds of damage, and it adds to the cooldown, so enemy wizards or characters get punished really badly. All right. One sec. So let's look at the patch notes together, team. Let's see what's going on here, huh? Okay. So patch notes, patch notes, patch notes. Somebody linked them to me earlier. Thank you for that. Mucho gracias. Dziękuję bardzo. Here we are. So patch notes and desktop capture. All right, so here's the patch notes. They just added it on to the old patch notes. You have to scroll all the way to the bottom. So added in HOTFIX 6.0.1. So Korngors got nerfed a little bit, but they're still going to be very good. They're kind of overtuned. They were, so I think that's good. CA has loves launching like the Gores is a little bit overtuned, and then they just kind of fix them later. But yeah, 25 gold, slight stat decrease, very very good. Great choice. For Greenskins, we got the Mangler Squigs. They got cost reduced, but they also lost HP. They lost melee defense. They lost a ton of damage. So overall, they've just been brought to being a unit that will usually pay for itself. So I really don't hate it. I think the changes to Mangler Squigs are very good, and I think it's a unit that you'll see occasionally now, right? It's a fun piece. And, you know, the games we used them in earlier, they did great. They were awesome. The Goblin Hero character, he got a cost increase, which is fine. Yeah, it's more of a land battle problem, right? In land battle, like that net kind of long-term style is going to be more devastating here in Dom. He already was like niche in Dom, but yeah, it's fine. The Flinger Shrine has got a cost increase, which is kind of a weird one to me. I didn't feel like it was that good, but it is what it is. Colossal Squigs got a HP increase and a melee attack increase, totally fine. Now on to Khorne. So Arbal the Undefeated, what? Okay, who's smoking this? Why did Arbal get a cost increase? I mean, it's only 50 gold, but he did not need that. Like, Valkia is better than him in every way. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It must have been someone from Land Battle? I don't know. Is Arbal good in Land Battle? Do we have any Land Battlers in here? I don't know why Arbal would get cost increased. It's only 50 gold, though, so it's not a huge deal. Monkey got a cost reduction of 100 and also got an armor piercing buff, which is good. I mean, definitely a step in the right direction for Monkey. Skulltaker got a big cost reduction, which is warranted because Skulltaker is really just a combat stat stick, doesn't really provide a lot. So giving a cost reduction there might make you see some Skulltaker action. Maybe. Khorne Gores, what do we got? Yep, same stat line change we saw earlier. So now this is where we get... Land battle people were puzzled by Arbal nerfs too. Yeah, that's what I thought, Bahrain. It's very weird. Skull Reapers got additional hit points per model, which is really good. That's actually a lot. And then they got 4 melee attack and 2 bonus for his infantry. They might actually be decent now. Like as a tech against demon factions because they do magic damage. So if you're playing against any of the demonic factions like Nurgle, against Plague Bearers, Exalted Plague Bearers, yeah. So that's good. Wrathmongers got an HP increase. They got a melee defense increase, and they're immune to flanking now. So that means if you like flank charge them or rear charge them, they don't care. They're just gonna cackle all day at you. So, yeah, Wrathmongers apparently are like some people are saying they're insane just because of these changes. Curious to see that for sure. Blood Beasts of Khorne could be actually fringe viable now. They got a melee defense buff. Their splash attack profile has been fixed, so now they'll actually do damage, and they got an armor piercing buff too. So that's pretty big. Slaughter Brute got a cost reduction, got 600 hit points, melee defense, damage adjustment to be more armor piercing. So yeah, Slaughter Brute maybe. I mean, I still think it's just going to be a Kadai Destroyer with less armor, but it is what it is. Yeah, immune to flanking is very good. It is. This is definitely warranted. The Hellforge Battlewear Skull Cannon is now 1600, so people are going to have to think a little bit harder about bringing that now. It's still a very good piece of equipment, but it's going to be much more fair. Bragg the Gutsman. Cost reduction. The Bruiser character got cost reduction. Golg got a cost reduction and I believe has infinite shots on his pistol now, which is more of a thing for land battle probably. In Dom, it's not really going to matter. Eshin Maneater. Steven Seagal got a cost reduction. It's fine. Pigback Riders got a cost increase, which is very warranted. I honestly think they could cost 450, but it is what it is. I'll take 400. It's better than 375. Pigback Rider ROR got a cost increase of plus 50 gold. It's a good call. Blood Vultures got a cost increase too, to be more in line with like Fury category, so 50 gold. Thunder Tusk got a cost increase and a stat line nerf, so you can see 54 melee attack to 44, 32 to 30, and a charge bonus of 60 to 50, which I think is all good. The Thunder Tusk was very busted, so I'm hoping that this will make it a little bit more fair. Stonehorn got a little buff to try and make it a little bit cool compared to its cousin here, and yeah, just some minor changes to the Stonehorn units. Now, Forces of Destruction, so this is the Mangler Squig Explosion. Its radius has been nerfed, and its damage has been nerfed. So we'll still have to see how that plays out. The Squig summons have been reduced to 1, just like we talked about and like we called for, which is great. Inventory of Hatchlings. Okay, I think that's rare, uncommon to rare, so it must be like a campaign change. Okay. Blow Apart, that's the big Colossal Squig Explosion, I think. Yeah. Blood Tally, this is a nice change. So this is for... Scar Bloodwrath. So Scar Bloodwrath, when they get the tally that lets them heal more, it used to degrade when they got out of combat, but now it doesn't. That's a really good change. And everyone has their price is lost duration, but added. Whoa, hold up. Yeah, I agree with you, Bahrain. I think that the Slaughter Brute needs an aura or something like that. I 100% agree. Hey, so check this out, guys. This is pretty gangster. Okay, so those are the patch notes. Is the Greasus meta upon us? So we go to Greasus Goldtooth. Okay. Everyone has their price, has a rampage? Does our boy Greasus have a place now? Because Greasus can rampage you, dude. He's going to throw his money stacks at you. Dude, that is fat. That is fat. Who else has that? So Greasus has it. The Paymaster, does he have it? Or is it just Greasus? He doesn't have that, I don't think. Yeah, gold, glorious gold. Oh, dude, the big Grease. I'm telling you, he has a Rampage. Like, bare bones Greasus, guys. With just the Rampage at 1,600. Come on, guys. Look at that. Yes. The Grease meta is upon us. Grease lightning, baby. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. I mean, that, like, I'm not even joking. You might see some Greasus picks now. Rampage is one of the strongest mechanics in the game. So, okay. I'm all here for the Age of Greasus. Sign me up, dude. Sign me the hell up. All right, so I'm going to check and see how the tournament was going. Our game was pretty fast. Greasus, the shockingly OP. Yeah. I know. Couple games still to finish. How did Professor Pone do? Did he get the dub? Pone Dog is still playing. All right. You got to love it. Out of regions opponent dropped. And did Pone drop? Oh, I think Pone dropped. Oh, no. Pone, no. Why'd you leave us? You still need to get him into 35. Borain, how about you not crush our dreams, dude? Just let us pretend Greasus is going to be viable for 5 minutes before you come in like a wrecking ball and just crushing all of our fantasies. Yes, it does have a 35-meter range, but, you know, it's still exciting that he can at least do something now. You know, you guys just let us be excited for like a couple minutes. Okay, so how would you bring Greasus? You bring him with everyone has their price, and then you just bring maybe the Over Tyrant's Crown for the ward save. And the Horde Master, how much is that? And the Horde Master is only 50 for 8 leadership. It's pretty good. So like Greasus like this, fighting on a middle objective. I hope you feel better, Pone. Sorry to hear that, man. The Greasus is each meta. Yeah. Oh shit, Changeling Greasus. Tzeentch with a 35-meter Rampage is going to be unbeatable. What's the cooldown on this? Cooldown is going to be 2 minutes. It's a long cooldown. Yeah, it's not something you're going to get pretty frequently. Pone's still undefeated, that's right. I agree. Hope you feel better, man. Yes, the Changeling Greasus is what we're all here for. Yeah, that's the power fantasy. Sneaky gets. Okay, so refreshing the tournament page. Let's see how we're looking. I think there's only a couple matches still to go. Yeah, we have Scrambled Egg versus Butcher Bird is our last game of the day. And currently undefeated players. Let's go ahead and take a look. We have some absolute killers playing in today's tournament, so probably going to struggle since we're playing a faction we don't play too often. But Oishi, who I lost in the grand finals of the last tournament, I lost to Oishi with Nurgle. But now that Khorne's been nerfed a little bit, I feel like I'd have a better chance. The Khorne-Gore nerf would be helpful. Although Greenskins against Khorne, I really don't know how that matchup goes. Khorne-Gore is probably make it favored for Khorne. Because the big strength of Greenskins is Squigs, it's Boar Boys, and Khorne-Gores counter all of those units. So I think that would not be a good matchup for us. But, you know, it's likely we play them next round. So we have Oishi, we have Bob That Builder, Outer Regions on Ogre Kingdoms. So we're either going to be playing Ogre Kingdoms, most likely Khorne from Oishi, and Bob That Builder, I don't know what Bob's playing. So we'll see. It's funny how Ogres still don't have a good Legendary Lord. Golg is like borderline okay. In land battle, Golg is actually decent, I think. Not like amazing. Slaughtermasters are probably still better. But in land battle, you can have a long skirmishing phase, and Deadeye has infinite charges now. So you can get some good cost-effective poke with him. And he does have healing, so he's good at playing the skirmish game, right? Any suggestions on getting into Dom PvP? Yeah, join our Discord. So we have a section within our Discord, which is like basically a forums. We have our own forum where people have like strategy sections talking about different factions, domination tactics. And do we have any mods who could drop a link to the Discord as well? We have new player tournaments, tons of veterans, and they're very welcome to you messaging them and asking them basic questions. I have typing is a little bit hard for me, so I apologize that my responses would be slower, but you could pretty much message anybody who has like the yellow tag. The war host tag, they're the individuals who host the tournaments, and they basically, you know, run the competitive circuit. So, yeah, your tournament performance with Nurgle is so good. Yeah, Nurgle's my strongest faction probably. Nurgle, Warriors of Chaos. If I really want to win, probably Nurgle is my go-to if I really want to win a tournament. Yeah, 100%. And watching these tournaments is helpful too, obviously, I think. But you already know that. Like just seeing how it's played, how things are rolling, you know. Just make Grease's 40 speed and give him... Yeah, so Grease's... we've talked to CA about buffing Grease's movement speed before. Apparently, there's an issue with his animations. Like, the fact that he's, like, modeled on that sled... Like, there's an issue with his model animations in tandem with, like, increasing his speed. So he's kind of limited by that. Like, you can buff his turn speed, which is something CA has already done twice, I think. They buffed his turn speed. So, yeah. But that's pretty much all you're going to get. All right, round 3 is live. Let's see who we got. It's probably going to be someone very scary, but I love it. I love a challenge. The WOG, you know, what's great about playing Greenskins is win or lose, they're happy. Oh, one of my favorite people in the community, Bob That Builder. All right, let's do it. Bob is such a good person, man. He is awesome. Okay. And I wonder what they're playing. Let's find out. I know Bob is a Lizardman player. Oh, Lizardman. Okay, this is going to be fun. So let's get the Greenskins a-going. Finally getting to catch one of these live. Yeah, welcome, welcome. All right, let's get it. I have not played this one. Not sure what to expect here. Oh, dear God. Oh, let's party. Yeah, I don't know what to expect in this matchup. This is going to be really interesting. Greenskins are good. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be top faction. I think they're going to be top 8. You know, I feel like they're very balanced. There's nothing on their roster that's like just an absolute Terminator that's going to cheese them to like a 70% win rate. I think Greenskins will sit at like a 55% win rate, which is like an upper 8, like an A tier faction. I don't know if I would put them at S tier. Do you think it'd be OP if he was given something like long drongs? Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could probably give Greasus the Sword of Cain in multiplayer and he still wouldn't be that bad. All right. So against the Lizardmen, how do we want to play this? We have to worry about big scaries for sure. Big scaries indeed. Okay. So I really like this kit here. I think that's pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, I've had, I have a typing is hard. Yeah, I mean, I can. It's just, so I had carpal tunnel and ulnar tunnel, which was fixed. I had surgeries to fix those. So I've had hand surgery on both hands, and then I had one on my right elbow and one on my left elbow. And then on top of that, I have an autoimmune disease, which attacks the tendons in my body. So basically my wrist tendons, my Achilles, my hamstring, my bicep tendons, they're not that bad, but it's like, it's pretty rough. So that's just something that you can't cure, unfortunately. Okay. So I think that's going to be fine out of the gates. Yes. I should just go Mass Mangler Squigs, dude. Just unleash them. Top 3 factions right now. You know, Dario, I think it's a little bit too early to say. Because we had a patch today, so I think we need like a week or two. Ask me again after this game, and I can give you some predictions. Greenskins are probably not top 3. I would agree with that. I don't think they are. Not to say they're bad. Greenskins are great. They're like a well-designed, balanced faction. Yes. Okay, let's move you guys up. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, what else do we have to worry about here? I mean, Gorbad is pretty Chad. Gore Chad is no joke. You could have Gore Chad buffing like Boar Boys and brick fights, which would not be bad. Currently have a torn hamstring. Yeah. Yeah, I had the same thing. I ran track and field in high school, and I had a partial hamstring tear. It was awful. Ugh. It basically ended my career. I was an all-county track athlete, and then that happened, and I was never the same again. I was basically just a potato after that. Yeah, I did. I got Bad Life DLC. Yeah, I did the Bad Life DLC. That's pretty funny. I like that. All right. Yeah. I don't hate this build. I think it's got some teeth. Get a little bit of you in there. The Flinger Shrines are kind of an interesting idea against like Saurus and whatnot. Yeah, no, I got a lot of autoimmune bullshit, but you know, it is what it is. I'm super privileged in life. I have nothing to complain about. Any crappy movie recommendations? Dude, you're talking to the right person. I mean, give me a genre and I'll give you a recommendation. Like, and how crappy do you want? Do you want like terrible, like actually terrible, or like terrible and funny? Yeah. Is that your dog? Yeah, it's my old dog. It was Wookie. Yeah, he passed away a couple years ago, but that's him. Yeah, he was a glorious little creature. All right. So we got this covered. Let's go ahead and get you in there. And then for the infantry selection, it's none of my business, but have you tried any diet adjustments? Yeah, no, it wouldn't help. We've messed with all that, yeah. But it's gotten better. It was worse years ago. It was definitely worse. The room quality. I mean, like, when I was in college, my dad and I, we used to watch Steven Seagal movies together and just laugh at how fat and stupid he was. It was great. Yeah, those were magical times. Pump wagons here are probably not very good. Feral cold ones in tandem with other units, and we're going to be dealing with a lot of scaries here. I think calling you in is probably going to be good, and then 2 of these. Yes. And some Savage Orcs. I don't hate the Savage Orc inclusion. I think mixing in a couple of those bad boys is going to be decent. And are these guys the unbreakable ones? I don't think they are. No. Good luck, have fun. Let's see how this goes. I'm really curious about this matchup, honestly. Give us the all Wolf Rider build. Oh, God. Ah, it sucks, Zach. Hopefully there'll be something. Is Skaven still a top tier faction? No, Skaven are like a mid tier faction. Yeah. Skaven are like an A B plus, a B tier faction. Like Skaven have a couple really solid playstyles that are really simplistic. Like having a brick of clan rats backed up by Stormvermin halberds, backed up by slingers, and then like a Grey Seer is just such a steady, smooth playstyle. What's today's sponsor? No, we don't have a sponsor, but I don't know. If I could get like one Haggard sponsor on the channel, it would probably be Applebee's. Applebee's would be fun. Or I could carry on my dad's legacy and get an Arby's as a sponsor. So this is kind of a fun story. My dad, back in the day, my dad has passed away, but he was an actor. He was a television actor, and in the '90s, in like early '90s, I can't remember exactly the year, he got offered to be the Arby's spokesperson. So he turned it down because I don't know why, but yeah, he got offered to be the Arby's spokesperson, and I was like, dude, why'd you turn that down? At the time when we were older, he's like, dude, I regret it so much. Like, I should have done that. He said in his older years. Yeah. Like that really haggard, like barbecue place. Yeah. I'm going to take you to the blood. Oh, I love that, Bornito. That's one of my favorite parts. You know what's really funny about like Steven Seagal movies is is like in modern Steven Seagal movies, like he's always like Spec Ops or CIA or something, and like all the soldiers he has with him are like senior citizens. Like he'll be like, I've assembled the most badass unit of Spec Ops soldiers, and you look and it's like literally like a geriatric hospital. Like it's like, oh my God. Forgetting the blocker while telling an Arby's story, such a turns moment. Yeah, it's pretty great. All right, good luck to Bob. I don't know about the bolt throwers. The bolt throwers are a risky gambit. But I'm eager to see how we do here. So let's move you up. I have the spider character again because it's pretty good against big stuff. So yeah, carrot shell a long time ago. I always love the Applebee story. Oh, that's my favorite. Yeah, I got employee of the year at my old company, and they gave me a $25 Applebee's gift card. I know it was. I don't even know if it was $25. It was definitely. It might have been even like $15. It was because I remember going to Applebee's some point, and it wasn't like enough to get a full meal. Like I went there, and it was like, yeah, I vividly remember that. Oh God, oh no, he's hiding the Dread Saurian underneath the Coatl. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to stop it. Hey guys, he has the Spirit of Tepok. There's only one reason to do the Spirit of Tepok, and that is because of the Dread Saurian. Yeah. All right, so the spider's going to be lurking. We're going to move up. Bolt throwers are going to be in position. And what do we got here? We have the Ballista Shrine, the Stegodon on the Ballista. Okay, we're just going to get into the trees for now and just chill out. Okay, so this guy needs to move up a little bit. We're going to run away because we're speedy. Arachnoid spiders are pretty quick, actually. They have 57 speed, which is great. So we got double bolt thrower. I'm hoping that'll be enough. And let's get the Colossal Squig out. So we're going to get him out. Yeah, I think he's pretty pimp. Then we just kind of hold up here and just hang tight. And we got the bolt throwers. We're going to need to call in Boar Cab to protect them. Let's start shooting at this. And this bolt thrower can move up a little bit like so. And now the spider can move back out of the tree line. All right, so he's got like a big stealth army here, which I absolutely love. I think it's hilarious. We are going to start shooting at the big end there. So the bolt throwers have made contact with the Spirit of Tepok. And I don't want to lose this objective, that's for damn sure. Let's call you guys up. Start shooting here. Is it a Dread Saurian under there? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, great. So it's going to be 2 bolt throwers going into this. We're going to go ahead and do Don't Even Try It here on you. And we're going to shoot you too. All right, great. So that's going to be Nakai the Wanderer. So thankfully our Blorks will be able to fight him pretty well, and we can do a Vindictive Glare on that bad boy as well. Nope. Let's go after Nakai here. No problemo. Move up, and we're going to keep one of you back here to defend this, which is going to be fine. So Nakai's going to get bullied a little bit by the spider, most likely. So let's do this. Call in the Colossal Squig, and what the hell is this? Oh god, ambush! Ambush! All right, good thing I have an answer for this. Oh, it's an ambush. All right, I love the ambush, though. The flavor on that is so good. All right, so we should be able to rally that, to be honest. It's going to be a little bit ugly, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, let's move you guys in. Let's move these Blorks in here. And, yeah, the Squig Hoppers, we're going to trade 1-to-1, which is going to be all right. So, yeah, that's the flavor of that is just so juicy. And thankfully, he didn't get the ROR one, so we're going to be chilling. All right, so we're going to get hit by something here, so we want to pull back. Let's keep shooting here. We do manage to get a little bit of Daka there. Let's go ahead and do an Itchy Nuisance. So we're going to do this and then pile back in here and get the Blorks moving in. Good. And now we have a Dread Saurian coming in? No, it's a Stegodon. Okay. So cool. So we do feast on those guys. The Chameleon Stalkers are going to be taken out. And the Spider character is doing pretty good, but we want to get it back. We're a little bit in the danger zone with it right now. So let's retreat you back. Let's do an Itchy Nuisance here on this blob. Looking good. And the Bolt Thrower needs to just keep finishing off that big beastie. Yeah, all in due time. All right, so he's chasing me pretty aggressively here. Let's keep you guys back. We traded 1 Bolt Thrower for 1 Stalker, so I would say a slightly advantageous trade for my opponent, which is okay. And how are we doing here? The Blackworks get a little bit of a combat buff. Let's get this going. We got the big Squig coming in. And hopefully the Spider is going to be able to do Glorious Battle now. So the Squig Hoppers, we can pull him in this way. And honestly, he's not defending his back objective, so let's just send a Spear over there. And we can start shooting at this as well. All right, so the Spider's moving in. Don't even try it. I don't know where his wizard is, so we're going to go ahead and hit him with that. So that will add to the cooldowns. His Spirit of Tepok is running away, so it's basically out of the battle here. We're going to get the big Colossal Squig back. We're going to get our big Spider back. And now we're going to call in some Boar Boy Biggins. All right, so the Boar Boy Biggins are here to party. And cool, so Colossal Squig is doing it. Let's bounce over here to do battle with him. And we can go ahead and get the Colossal Squig coming over to go as well. All right, so back you go, team. We're going to need these Savage Orcs to get in and fight. The Blorks are still fighting very well. And great. So are we going to be able to get a jump on Homeboy here? Maybe. I mean, maybe we can get a 2-on-1 here and get the kill on him. We'll have to see. All right, so we got the pile in here. Let's get the Savage Orcs coming out. They're looking great. We're able to overwhelm this position, so those guys got pushed back. Nakai is taking it pretty well, unfortunately. I mean, he's a very good fighter for sure. And the Bolt Thrower needs to switch back onto you. So let's get you back. My opponent's got all the monsters coming in, so we're going to countercharge with the Boar Boys here, and hopefully they'll be able to get it. So the Wog is in. Nice. That Wog is going to be very good. So we'll Itchy Nuisance these guys, and now we start to actually steal my opponent's home objective, which is great. So let's get some more Savage Orcs coming out, and they're going to move up the battlefield. In the meantime, let's get our missiles to come up and poke, and we get a lot of damage on this unit here. This unit overextended pretty hard. So we might be able to kill this big dino right now. We're up in value at the moment, and the Savage Orcs need to crump. We need to crump here. And great. So yeah, we're grinding on my opponent's home point. The big monsters are in a little bit of trouble. This guy's getting taken down, and the Blackworks are still fighting. You gotta love to see it, man. You gotta love to see it. Bolt Thrower is still doing the work. How are we looking at this point? Yeah, these Squigs are feasting on a lot of the cheapo units here. Arachnoid Spider is just an absolute chad. I am loving it today. Yeah, that's gonna hurt though, whatever the hell that is. Okay, so that thing's broken. So let's do this and get the Bolt Thrower to keep shooting at you. We do have the Spirit of Tepok here, but I want to finish this off, so let's hunt you down. The Boar Boy Biggins need to stay right here and just keep hunting you. All right, great. So now let's get some more Bacon Cav coming out. We got Savage Orcs heading to the home objective, and you guys can come back here and head this off. And I think we've got the big monster offline. Yeah, that thing looks like to be in some trouble. And the Colossal Squig is actually killing Nakai too. So I think we just get this here simply because of the, yeah, we got a lot of advantages going. And the Boar Boys are going to keep that honest here. All right, so this guy's shattered, so we don't need to hunt that thing anymore. Colossal Squig has bullied Nakai, and I think we're in a winning position for sure. Dude, what a wild build my opponent brought, though, for sure. All right, Vindictive Glare on you. Let's do this. Get you on the home objective. Get the Baconators to protect that back here. And we do get another missile attack coming in here, and cool. So we start to clear off that objective. The Colossal Giga Chad Squig is more than happy to fight. I mean, it's a good anti-large fighter, for sure. Okay, we're still fighting on my opponent's home objective, and now we can go ahead and push up with quite a bit of pressure. Let's get some more Boar Boy Biggins in here. So here they come. Yes, feast my spider minion, feast. Feast my pretty. All right, we need to get the big squig back. Oh, Blorks, are they still going? Dude, the Chad Blorks. Look at them. Greenskins never had that kind of sustainability. Oh, I love it. Okay, so Colossal Squig is going to run away a little bit, and we're going to continue poking. We'll do some unsummoning here, and let's get back here and defend. We don't want to overextend and lose the game. Bob is an extremely good player, so if we were to lose ground, that would feel pretty bad. Let's get the Chad Blorks to move in there and keep bashing skulls. And cool, so you guys do this. These are horned ones, so we're going to pull the infantry in like so. Get these guys back, and then, yeah, just try and rally ourselves here. All right, great. So we need to win this pit fight here. This is going to be big. Okay, the Spirit of Tepak has fallen. Let's go ahead and do an itchy nuisance on this pit fight, which is going to be great. And what else do we have to shoot at? We can just shoot at the horned ones. Let's get you guys back on the objective here. You guys fight here. You guys fight here. And the Boar Boys can go after the horny ones right there. All right. Another Boar Cav is going to be nice. All right. So the Boar Cav are going to come out. Looks like once again the Colossal Squig and the Spider 2v1ing here are doing great damage. Our poke damage has also been quite respectable. The shielded Blorks though, man, they give you such dang power. It's so nice. It's so freaking nice. Let's get these guys over there. Maybe we can bunker bust that position. Nakai should be done for now. And we have like Greenskins are so dominant in cavalry fights. They have such cheap, cost-effective units. And this Colossal Squig, man, he's gotten 2100 value. He's been really, really doing very well in the monster fights. Largely due to the fact that he's been backed up by the Spider, though. The Spider has been buffing him and debuffing the enemies that they've been fighting, so that's been very, very nice. All right, and of course, you know, we're going to overwhelm these guys here. Okay, looking good. And we chew those guys down. Let's get the Blorks up on the point. And cool. Yeah, dude, the Spider character is so nice. So nice. Bullies Wizards, you know, does quite a bit. GG, well played. Yeah, man, too hard. Well played, a fun one. He said, you know, he was having a little bit of fun, obviously. I mean, a build like that, a triple Terror Monster could work, but Greenskins have pretty good anti-large fighting now. And the holding power of the Blork is very good. Yeah, so the Spider character was a Chad. The Bolt Thrower was good. His ambush stressed me out, though. I thought I was about to lose both Bolt Throwers. Colossal Squig was good. Dirked Squig Hoppers got 1100, and the Boar Boys, one of them, the Broken Tusk Mob. These are the ones that killed his big dino. It overextended. All right. So let's go set that up. So our chances of making top 4 are pretty damn good now. As long as Bob wins the next game, my tiebreakers could be good. Yeah, dude. Spider OG char is great. All right, so let's report that. So 3-0, very cool. I mean, hey, we have a winning record, so I'm already happy. That's all I wanted. And we got the Greenskins versus the Lizardmen. All right. Cool. Okay, so now we're just waiting for the next round. We finished pretty damn quick, so this could be a couple minutes here, unfortunately. Yeah, I like this build a lot. I think 1 Bolt Thrower is probably fine. I think 2 might be overkill, although he did get it pretty quick. Lizardmen usually won't do that. Like, the Chameleon Stalker play is very, very fringe. Yeah. Double Spiderweb Catapult. You could go Spiderweb Catapult in that matchup. It wouldn't be bad, you know, just like shooting Saurus units and then fighting the monsters in melee. It could work for sure. So after this, what are we likely going to have to play? So it's either... Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Bob is saying the Stegodon did really much worse in melee than I thought. You crunched it with all the buffs, was really cool to see. Yeah, Itchy is nasty, plus the stabbing. Yeah, it's fun, man. Buff spells seem good in this patch, for sure. Like, direct damage is always nice, but the buff spells have been making big differences, I've noticed in this patch. I don't think they changed anything, per se, but maybe it's just the ongoing nerfs of, like, direct damage spells over the years that have kind of caught up a little bit. You might need to bring a Black Orc Big Boss. Nah. Well, Black Orcs are already immune to Psychology. That's why they're such chads against Lizardmen, because they beat Saurus. They beat all the Lizard Infantry except Temple Guard, which isn't even a bad trade. And they're ITP, so you're never going to have to worry about your middle core of your front line buckling super hard. Like, they need to be killed outright, which is very hard to do. They have 10,800 HP, tons of armor, silver shields. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Green Scheme roster seems so diverse. What do you think is a good counter strategy to what I just did for Lizardmen? Salamander. Like maybe the ROR Stealth Salamander with more like Croxagors mixed in and Sar Spears. Like Sar Spears to poke my big stuff and then Croxagors to boink my infantry. Then maybe like a Slan, like some sort of a Slan, I don't know what, but would be my guess. I'm sure it's winnable. Have you seen the Van Damme Cyborg movie? It was a good Prime Video. Has so many. Yeah, Prime has a lot of shithouse movies. It does. There's some good ones on there too. But yeah, no, Lizardmen definitely have counterplay to this. It's not like unbeatable. Greece this time? No. Well, we might be playing Greece. This Out of Region does not meme. He even has told me he's gonna meme before, and then he just straight up doesn't. So he does not meme. Against Out of Region, you need to expect sweat, which is fair. I respect that. He wants to win the tournaments. That's how, it's good. So we're probably going to play Outer Region next round in his Ogres. Or we would play Oishi, who likely will win. Oh, did Oishi lose? Or draw? No, Oishi won. So Oishi is undefeated too, I think. Let me check. Temple Guard Light Slant is all right. That's like an old Forbidden Warhammer 2 tactic. People used to do that. That was like something Falcon really enjoyed. I mean, but he was mainly memeing around with it. It wasn't the best. Yeah, so Oishi's undefeated. Let me see what they're playing. All right. And let's see. So Oishi is playing what? Going to the SFT declaration. Outer Regions on Ogre Kingdoms. Oh, it's 2 Ogre Kingdoms players. Okay. You hope I get Greece? Dude, don't put that evil on me. Okay, so I have like almost like a 75-80% chance of playing Ogres here. Because there's only 2 other undefeated players, I think. Oh no, Butcherbird might win too. So we could play Butcherbird, who's playing Elves, I think. Let me see. SFT declaration. What is Butcherbird playing? Butcherbird, a very active land battle player, coming over to play some Dom. Always fun to see that. And obviously, oh, Beastmen. Ooh, Beastmen would be hard, actually. 3-0 right now. Yeah, we're undefeated so far. Yeah. I hope you get greased. No greasing, dude. Nobody's going to grease up this pig. Yeah. Nobody's going to grease up this pig. So Ogres or Beastmen? Against Beastmen, what would we do? I mean, the Shielded Black Orc against Beastmen, is it good? It depends on the map. I think you probably need to play the mobile game a little bit more with Beastmen, but the Flinger Shrine against Beastmen could actually be nice. Having like a ranged poke against their skirmishers and their missiles, that could be feasible, but really it's just dealing with mass Centaur mobility. So probably just spamming Orc, Warboy, Biggins, and Warboys to fight them is the way to go. No Biggin, Deacon. We're not doing it. I want to win today. I want to at least have a good record. Well, I just gave me a mental image of a greased up Joe Dirt. Yeah. Huge nerf to Mangler Squigs. I wish they had been a little bit lighter. So Mr. Phoenix, I don't know if you were here in the beginning of the stream, bud, but if you go back to game 1, we used Mangler Squigs to very good effect against the Warriors of Chaos. They paid for themselves and that was it. They didn't like cheese and get like 2k and 3k like they used to. They just about right. You could probably buff Mangler Squigs a tiny bit more, maybe take another 50 gold off them now and it would be fine. But yeah, I think another 50 gold off the Mangler Squig to compensate for their stat line buff would be fair. Are wyverns meme still? Wyverns, I've thought about using them against like dinos because they're fast. They hit really hard. They have poison. So you could theoretically use like a feral wyvern against like lizards to maybe fight their monsters. But like for 200 more gold, you get a colossal squig, which is in my opinion just so much better. The colossal squig has 2,000 more HP. It has higher weapon strength. It has higher melee attack. It's almost as fast. Yeah. So like, I mean, sure, you do get a flying unit, I guess. Yeah. Ah, Butcher Bird. No, you lost. And I'm a Beastman man. Yeah, I would dread playing your Beastman for sure. Beastman, good Beastman players are really hard to play against. Man, in Domination, they're very, very good, Butcher. I'm sure. Have you been enjoying it, by the way? You've been enjoying the Dom stuff? Like, what's been the biggest challenge for you? What's been the easiest transition? I'd be curious to hear your feedback on the experience so far. But yeah, most of the time, top-level land battle players can come to Dom tournaments and win. You know, it's definitely doable. Like, Berserk does it all the time. There's been a handful of other land battle guys who've rolled over and been able to win tourneys, too. No idea how to play versus the new Khorne units. Yeah, Butcher, it's brutal, dude. I think Khorne is just super strong right now. Does Feral Wyvern have chase animations yet? I don't know. I don't know, bud. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't really mess with it. It seems like a mediocre unit to me. All right, couple games still to finish. So let's refresh this. We can take a look at the tournament front page here. So here we are. Who are you playing against, Butcher? Let me see. Oh, Opal Blackbear is very good. Yeah, he's solid. There's no shame in that. Okay, so let's look. All right, Ulrich and Scrambled Egg are playing via Anime and Navigator, and Snuggalicious playing down here versus Riddick. So far, we have undefeated myself, Oishi, Opal Blackbear, Outer Region. So Ogre Kingdoms. I don't know what Opal's playing. What is he playing, Butcher? And then I think we're going to have one more undefeated here with Ulrich and Scrambled. Probably Scrambled. Scrambled is very good. Ulrich is also solid. Oh, but they're both one win. Okay, so yeah, there's no chance of them making top four really, unless they win this game and the next one and have a really good tiebreaker. All right, trolls are good. Yeah, the best troll in my opinion to bring in for me is the Swamp Fangs. They are really solid damage. They have a nice debuff, -6 melee attack, and they cause terror, which makes them immune to terror ratting. So that's a big issue with trolls. Basic trolls are all right, honestly, but like the problem is basic trolls just get overshadowed by the light cav of the greenskins. Like they fulfill a high mass armor piercing role, and the boar boys do the same thing for like 150 less, and they're a little bit more reliable and mobile. Yeah, blood beasts apparently are decent now after the changes. Yeah, interesting to see. Yeah, Corngors are a menace, man. They're a menace. I don't know how you effectively deal with them against Beastmen. I guess just maybe like Gore, dual-wielding Gores, like, or I don't know. That seems hard though, because then the Blood Beasts just punch you in the face. Or any of their Minotaur-type units. We need one guy which is spamming R-Ball and being undefeated in the tournament. Yeah. Could be. Okay, so we'll be starting the next round here in a second. Thank you guys for joining today. It's been a lot of fun. Refreshing the brackets. 2 games, Ulrich and Scrambled Egg. Probably a little bit of lag going on there, I would wager. I really wish there was a good way to like test lag. Yeah, peer-to-peer is a bummer, man. There's so many cool people across the old globes here. My tiebreaker isn't that strong. If I were to lose this, although I'm going to get a good tiebreaker in this next match by playing another undefeated player, so that should guarantee a top 4 spot for me. There are strange individuals that claim Dom is similar to Land Battle in terms of builds. Oh, yeah. It's in Dom, typically most players start their armies infantry-centric with light skirmishing to play the objectives, and then it's mass mobility from there if the faction has access to it. But some people do start mass mobility in Dom and occasionally just try and zerg and like harass their opponent and keep them off the objectives. Like skirmishing and land battle and Dom are pretty different. In skirmish, it's more about objective control and keeping your opponent from the objectives to get a big points lead, and also bouncing between points with your skirmishers to threaten objectives really screws up your opponent's game plan. Whereas in land battle, it's just purely for, kind of mostly poke and damage and things like that. Do you get disqualified if you lose with R-Ball? Yeah, that should be a special rule. That should be a special rule. Yeah, I think greenskins have a decent fight against Khorne, maybe. Although the new blood beasts, yeah, that's a little scary, right? Because the new blood beasts are no joke. Let's load in and try them. So the reason why blood beasts were such trash before is because they had the splash attack bug, and now they've got buffed and their splash attack is fixed. Like, let's see how a blood beast does against like a blork here. Unsummoning, resummoning reinforcements are still getting to me. Value trading is still no big deal, but I don't know when to summon what. Yeah, it's so Butcher domination is more similar to like traditional RTS, right? Like you're playing StarCraft, you know, your opponent is harassing your back line with like a Banshee. What do? Okay, you need to get an observer out to detect it. You need to get blink stalkers maybe to chase it down. Like a lot of it is like unit knowledge and like what to bring into what situation, reading the field. It's certainly a new skill set, 100%. It comes pretty straightforward if you played like RTS, like Company of Heroes and Dawn of War games, which are very similar, right? You're summoning in units and fighting over objectives. All right, so let's see how the Blood Beasts do against the Black Orcs. Ooh, shit. Oh, shit. That's really cost effective. God damn, dude. Dude, that's really good. I mean, the Black Orcs do end up holding a bit in the end, but dude, that's strong. All right, Khorne's new monkey is pretty good here. Although the Black Orcs do hold to the bitter end, just about. I mean, they do have a lord nearby, but okay. That actually becomes almost an even trade. That's like, yeah. But no, they still have 9 models left, right? So then monkey can come in and bash the lord too here, probably, honestly. Oh, did I remember to reset the AI stats? I didn't. Thank you. I'm an idiot. Okay, sorry guys. Let's get the hype. Let's get the hype in check right now. Why is that a default, by the way? That is the dumbest shit. Okay. I was going to say the Black Orc shouldn't lose like that. No, monkey not that strong. Okay. We forgot to do I got really excited there. I was like, oh my god, they were going to beat me down. That was going to really influence my build in the upcoming matchups. This mean Monkey Hero is back on the menu. I played Monkey Hero in the earlier rounds, Pwn. It was Monkey Hero kind of struggled a little bit. It got beaten down by the spider. Okay, let's see how this goes. This is going to be much more fair. Okay. Okay, why was that worse, by the way? Is it the charge bonus of 55, I guess, is pretty substantial. Okay. Here we go. Monkey's still looking... Dude, this is even worse of a beatdown. If the Black Orcs had countercharged, it would be a closer fight, because they have a charge bonus of 30, too. Yeah, that was pretty brutal, actually. Okay, that was, like, literally worse. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah, it's going to be hard to deal with for greenskins. Probably just have to go Orc Spears. Orc Boy Spears. Yeah, because the Khorne Gore stacked on the Khorne Monstrous Infantry is really oppressive, I feel. It's very, very tough to deal with. Okay, we got Opal Black Bear here in round 4. It's very cool. Let's get this and see what's cooking. All right. Yo, yo. So we're both pretty much guaranteed a spot in the top 4 here, which is fun. Let's get this, and let's see what the map's going to be. It's going to be the Celestial Lake. That's a pretty good greenskin map. Celestial Lake. All right. So I don't know what Opal's playing, so we're going to have to figure this out. What's the price compensation? Yeah, I mean, they're great. Wrathmongers will annihilate Blorks, dude. Monkey is back on the menu. Yeah, honestly, Monkey is back on the menu. Oh, Triple, we have mods who can invite you. There's got to be some mods in chat. Could drop a Discord link. Oh, God. Khorne is such a menace right now, man. How's Khorne's win rate on Total Tavern? 6-3, so they have lost some games. They have lost some. Wrathmonger will kill 2 Black Orcs. Yeah, I'm not excited about it. Let me look at Khorne real quick and see. So the Wrathmongers are... They got what? Just 35% spell res? Okay. So probably still worth like a Buna, honestly. Okay, Darth Wookius is here. Yeah, and here we are. So how do we deal with the frickin' elite infantry, man? That's going to be hard. It's going to be very difficult. Yeah, Darth Wookiee is here. Thank you, Pwn. Appreciate it, man. Sorry you're feeling down, man. Okay, so we got these guys. The shielded Blork, like... Don't know. Probably not. Maybe a little bit of this. And, gotta use the issue nuisance. Or sneaky stabbing, yeah, I know. We gotta do a little something something here. Mangler Squigs could actually be a good call because when they explode, they would do a lot of damage. So I'm thinking like this actually could be a situation where the nerfed Mangler Squig could be very effective. Right? Aside from this, we probably have to worry about Valkia. Valkia is an absolute just nuisance. I doubt he's going to bring Arbol. Yeah, they have 32 models, so Vuna doesn't work well. It's a really, really good point. So that's something. We can't archery archers are kind of rough on this map. You definitely want a little bit of shooting via skirmishers, but overall, to Acid Burper and Azag, yeah, Acid Burper could be good. Azag is a decent choice as well. He's faster than Valkia, I think, on his flying beast, so he can fly around and get some good engagements. I don't hate that, although I've really been enjoying these buff spells, I have to say. Azag does have some nice buffs himself, though. He's got the art armor and other things like that. I think buff is better here. Wurzag can get hunted by the Cornate characters, which is a little bit frightening. Oh, Opals, yeah, Corn is very good, man. I don't know. I don't know how to beat them with the greenskins yet. I haven't solved that. Gorchad Ironclaw could just be solid. I mean, Gorchad, I don't know how he hangs with Valkia, though, is the problem. Valkia might just bully him. But against, like, Arbol and those type of characters, he might be fine. All right. So in reserve, we're going to go ahead and get our mobility. Man, Corngors. Corngors are such a problem. Okay. If you gave those Blorks magic attacks, they'd probably go even. Yeah, that's... Well, those units aren't demons. The Wrathmongers, they're mortals. Yeah, they're mortal units. I've really been enjoying the spider character, though. It's been very nice. What do we need? So we have Minotaurs, we have Fleshhounds, couple other units there. I actually don't hate this idea, although Valkia is going to just be all over us. She's a little bit Thunderbolts and Lightning, very frightening. All right, let's try that. I think we do this. We can keep that. Probably cut this because we're going to have to be very careful. And cut you, cut this, cut this. All right. I think you tie up Corngors with Goblins. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have some decent little chaff units you can throw into Corngors, but even still, it's not easy. It's not easy. I gotta really, really be careful with this build. Okay, so that looks fine so far. Pump Wagons, not good. They're gonna get... The Corn has too much cost-effective mass now, so that will be bad news bears for you. So I don't dig that at all. Swamp Fangs are kind of an interesting choice. I do want to try the Mangler Squig. I think that could be potentially an option. Like against the elite Cornate infantry, their explosion could actually be very viable. But, you know, if I lose, it's not a huge deal because we both are undefeated and we're both not guaranteed, but there's a decent likelihood that I'll make it to the finals even if I lose this. So this is the time to experiment, I think. Okay, so in reserve, we're going to want you because you're awesome, and Squigs are great. Biggins could be all right. Yeah, I think a couple Orc Biggins maybe will trade well into some of the mass. The Durkid Squig Hoppers, no, there's just too many of the Gores there for him. Could find a way to mix you in too. Yeah, Corn does have some great anti-elite units. They do. It's very frightening, man. So we got this, and oh man, if only we could save a little bit of money. Squiggly Beasts, yeah, we cut that, and then we can go with the. There we go. Okay. Very frightening indeed. Okay, so the reinforcing army looks pretty solid, I think. And do we need anything speedy? I mean, Spider Riders are all right. The best thing about Spider Riders is the quick capture weight. That's what they do best. Blorks are dangerous, but potentially could pay off. Swamp Things could be a nice inclusion. I don't hate the Swamp Things idea. It's like a mass unit here. Then we're going to need to get maybe a couple more cheapo infantry. Okay. And yep, and yeah. All right, good luck, have fun. I think we're ready. It's gonna be a hard one, man. Corn has been a bully in tournaments lately. And after these changes, they're only gonna be better. Because like now the units that were considered to be trash are actually quite good. Yep, I got some cool tech, I think. I got some cool tech. We'll see what Opal Opal keeps readying up and unreadying. It's making me nervous here. Darth Wookius is sweating bullets here. All right, good luck, good luck. Let's have some fun. Oh, the Skull Cannon is a thing too. Yeah, we got to put some respect on the Skull Cannon's name. Yeah, I mean, it still is nerfed, but like in my mind, I was like, the Skull Cannon isn't going to be brought because it's nerfed, but he probably still brings the ROR Skull Cannon and cheeses me with it. Shit. Yeah, you know, I probably should have brought like a Doomdiver Catapult or something to just shoot the Skull Cannon the entire game, but that's 1,000 gold, man. That's 1,000 gold. Yeah, shit, I forgot about the Skull Cannon. Take the Wrathmongers to the club. Yeah, we'll try to. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Giants are all right. Marauder Horseman throwing axes can kill them. Valkia can bully Giants pretty well. Although, they can bonk Valkia on the head too. So that is a thing. Yeah, Valkia bullies Giants though pretty hard. She just sits under them with the Demon Shield with like... And Corngors are now going to be so common as an infantry choice that it seems like risky. Rogue Idol, no. No Rogue Idol. You guys need to stop with this shit. All right. Ours is invincible. All right. So we're going to get... the Blorks are going to obviously play the tree line. So we went double Blork. Now, remember, the Blorks are coming off some buffs as well. So they're chillaxing. All right. So we get this, this, and this. And then we're going to get the 2 Orc Spears to hunker down in the back objective. We got Wurzag. A couple light skirmish cav to run up and grab the objectives quickly. And Mangler Squig. So Mangler Squigs, I don't know how they're going to do. I don't know why Outer Region limited them to 2 today. They don't need to be limited anymore. He needs to change that for sure. I just played Skull Cannon before the patch, and after you didn't feel... Well, no, there's no nerf to its... it just costs more. The Skull Cannon is 1,600 now instead of 1,400. A 200 cold nerf is not insignificant. That's like pretty big. Rogue Idol win. Yeah, just got a cost increase. Yep. Well, Wurzag is not going to be fighting ideally. He's just going to be running around buffing things. So, yeah, him getting chased by Valkia does kind of suck. So, yeah, it's something I'm just going to have to deal with. Colossal Squig will be the first call-in, because Colossal Squig can actually fight Valkia. Its anti-infantry bonus is pretty fat. All right, let's see what he's got. Hopefully it just devolves into a pit fight on Objective 3, and I win it, you know. That's basically the idea. Oh, it's Skulltaker, badass. Skulltaker, yeah, he got some big cost reductions here, guys. So let's see what the rock is cooking. Okay, we got Marauders of Khorne, a huge... Oh, and the Bloodwake Berserkers. Yeah, all right. It's about to be a proper fight. All right, so we're going to get a proper fight here, guys. This is going to be great. I'm actually very hyped for this. This is going to be fun. Manglers and Black Orcs with great weapons. Dude, what year is this? All right, so in the backfield, what do we call in first? Swamp Fangs look actually very good against his army. Oh, Skulltaker's on his motorcycle. Oh, that's cool. All right, so we're going to get you guys arriving here. And Wurzag has got his buff spells and whatnot. All right, awesome. So we're going to grab that objective and grab the home objective. Do we call in... I think the Colossal Squig needs to be our go-to. Skulltaker, yeah. He's here for the Dancing Orc. Granted, I should be able to run away from him, but we'll see. All right, so what do we got here? Do we got the Wrathmongers? Yeah, I'll just shoot them. Let's get you guys up into the trees. Do a little bit of poking. Yeah, shoot the Bloodwake Berserkers. Pull back. And now we're going to get the biggest Squigus in here. It's going to be fun. If he presses my back objective, that's going to be a mistake. Because I'm going to be able to... what's it called? I'm going to be able to... yeah, let's get these guys waddling up here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to be able to call in Boar Boys to stuff him very easily. Okay, we're actually getting some really good damage on Skulltaker right now. So I'll take it. All right, so the Goblins are going to engage here, which is going to be fun. So let's get the little Gobbos into the front. And the Wrathmongers are ready to go. We got the biggest Squigus here, so he's also ready to party. So the Black Orcs stand at the ready, General. So let's get the Black Orcs in there, and let's get the Black Orcs in here. And you guys screen here. A couple of you Gobbos can go out there. And now we need to get you guys ready to go. So they're going to pile in and fight. Biggest Squigus is going to charge. Manglers need to move up. And all right, so he's going to go for it. And this is a little bit dangerous for him, actually. So I'm going to effigy his lord here and then attack him with this. And now we get the big boys coming in. So we're going to get these biggest Squiguses moving in. You guys come here, and you guys go that way. Let's get a couple goblins going like so. And we're going to call in some bacon cav to come over here and reinforce. So, yeah, his lord is getting smashed pretty bad. So let's do the big attack buff. Oh, that's going to be fat damage, dude. You ready for the ultimate power play? Mumbo Jumbo Dance! Yeah, dude, my Blackworks are juiced. 108 melee attack right now. Let's freaking go. All right, that's the power of the WA, baby. All right, so we're going to get some squigs over there. In the meantime, you guys move up. The Mumbo Jumbo Dance is going bananas for sure. But my big squig is dying a little bit to the Wrathmongers, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, big squig is in trouble. So let's do a big bombardment right here. Let's nuke him. Dude, I love the amount of like stacking damage buffs though. His lord is almost dead, so that really isn't terrible. All right, so let's get you guys in there, you guys in here, you guys in here. And let's hope that the Blorks can hold a little bit longer. So the big squig does explode, but not before it does some fat damage. Let's move you in. We still have the Mangler squigs doing their thing. His lord is damaged, and now we're going to call in some Boarboy Cav here as well. So let's get those in. The Blorks here are doing pretty good. We do get the Blood Beasts of Khorne. We can focus fire them with some of the missiles. The Wrath Berserkers seem pretty scary. They definitely do. So we need to stay nearby. Let's get you guys to shoot here. All right, let's poke here, do this. We're going to need some mass, and I think we just crush him on that objective, so we might have the opportunity to pull a switch here eventually. We'll have to see. Wurzag can actually charge here. It's a little bit dangerous, but he's a decent little fighter. So let's get the Bacon Cav to come in and help. Wurzag is going to roll and fight. The Blackworks are doing pretty good against these guys. The Slaughter Guard. Oh, he's got the frickin' Chosen in here too, man. That's pretty badass. Okay, I love it. So the Bacon is on the way, and we can go and try and collapse the Marauders with dual weapons on the side. The Blorks are holding pretty damn well, honestly. I'm impressed with their performance so far. And now let's go for his home objective. Call some of the squigs over this way to help out. And yeah, we probably have to relinquish this though. He's just got a lot more stuff here. The Boar Boys do get a nice little fight there, and let's do a Brain Buster right there. I'm very impressed with the Blorks' performance though. They've been doing well. This fight is actually quite even. But my Blorks are going to be faltering here in a minute, 100%. His Lord is almost dead, so let's get some more Bacon Cav in there. And we do get a lot of momentum pushing towards his home point, but I think we could just come across here with these guys. Yeah, because pushing into his home is going to give him the home field advantage. We don't want that, so. All right, so Slaughter Guard are on their way up, the Chosen. We're going to get back. The Blorks are finally going to fold, but man, they fought for a long time. I'm very impressed with the Blorks' performance. Very, very impressed. All right, so we got some Baconators coming. The Blood Beasts are chasing us. We got Squig Herds coming as well. The Bacon are going to get a nice flank here. Let's get the Squigs to help out here. And you guys come in. Bacon, come over here. And we are going to need to get the Mumbo Jumbo Dance going. So we're going to have another pit fight here, which hopefully the Mumbo Jumbo is going to, help a lot. It is off cooldown, so let's get in there. You guys will charge like so. And what else can we call in? All right, you guys need to get over here. Wurzag needs to do his thing, and our two archer units need to focus this. So let's do the Mumbo Jumbo Dance. All right, so that's going to buff up the stats of everybody here. And do we still have Blorks fighting? I don't know if we do. That's the problem. Dude, the Blorks, who would have thought they would be the MVPs though, huh? It's pretty awesome. All right, so we do break through a little bit. The Khornate army actually starts to fold here. All right, the Boar Boy's doing it, but now we have to deal with mass amounts of infantry. Let's call in a Mangler Squig again. They seem to do pretty well. The Blackworks, yeah, dude, awesome seeing them perform, huh? Really, really good stuff. All right, so I do have an effigy of the Get, so we're going to lock him down. We're going to try and get a Lord Snipe on here. It's going to be very difficult, but, stranger things have happened. So the fight's on the way. We get the Blorks coming back in, so let's get those guys in there. And, yeah, we got them low, but not quite low enough. The Blackworks are still chopping away. We got some Goblins on the way back in. Nasty pit fight, though. This is very fun. Let's see if we can get a little boar charge on him here. Yeah, the Blood Beasts of Khorne are almost done for. We're going to need some Marauders as well, so let's get them coming. And the Mangler Squigs are about to arrive, which is going to be a nice second win for us. His Lord does flee, but now we got a wave of Goblins there as well. And it looks like Bloodletters might try something funny here. So let's move around the back and see if we can get like a rear charge. Some sort of funny business. I don't know. All right, so let's get you. The Mangler Squigs, have they arrived? They're just about to arrive, so here they are. So the Manglers are here. Do we have any rallying units we can call back in? We do, so let's get Manglers. Yeah, see, this is the problem now, right? It's the frickin' Khorngors. The Khorngors are going to be very, very sketchy for us because they just give so much in the way of dealing with mid-game greenskin cav pressure. Like a third Blackwork, honestly, would have been like a game winner potentially for us. Like the value's close, it's there. We got these guys coming. I mean, I could start playing the mobile game, but I am behind on points as well. Let's get a Boar Boy Biggin out there to do it. Mangler Squigs are exploding and doing some damage, but is it going to be enough? I don't know. Let's hope they can clean up house. We'll get behind these guys. Squigs, yeah, let's get the squigs over there. Start trying to pull corn away from this blob fight, because this fight is pretty much a done deal now, right? It's not going to be great. So we need to rear charge these bloodletters. So let's get the spears fighting here, get you guys around the back, and charge into the back of these guys, and hopefully just break them down. Yeah. So manglers are just going to explode and do some damage. We're going to move this way, and I need to get the black orcs off the field so I can resummon them. Yeah, dude, the black orcs were awesome. Like, win or lose, I think we've discovered that they're pretty good in this matchup, believe it or not. All right, so those guys should die. Mangler squigs are going to explode and hopefully wreck some of the corn gores. And now we can charge you, see if he's paying attention, which he probably is. Yep, he is watching. And blorks, unfortunately, are not in the menu at the moment. We can start sending some more infantry in here, so let's get some infantry waddling up this way. Meanwhile, we threaten the home point a little bit. So we can charge Skulltaker, see if we can get some freebies there. And those guys should be melting here. Greenskins, how are we looking on this side? Let's get you guys going here. Wurzak does get a little charge there and actually does hit him, so we did make contact. Okay. So, yeah, maybe we have an opportunity to steal this side point. It's actually not out of the realm of possibility. These are just corn gores. So corn gores, maybe we can melt down a little bit. I'm not sure. Yeah, we do have the halberds coming across, which is scary. We'll get the blorks back in. We see the Skulltakers a little bit damaged up here, so let's get you in here. Let's get you into the Slaughter Guard, who've probably been doing excellent damage, by the way. And we'll get an Ere We Go going too. So just kind of keeping these boar boys to, keep my opponent honest here. But we want to get close because did I cut the Bonewood Staff? I think I brought it. Yeah, so that's going to be pretty good for us potentially. So let's get you guys around, get you guys here. And now we're going to buff the stat line of these guys here. So everybody's going to get some milk. And yeah, so Black Orcs are going to take a while to get here, which is a problem. So he's rapidly going to get me in a triple cap situation. But hopefully we can just outvalue trade. Let's get a charge into the back of the Bloodwake Berserkers. And we're going to also get the Mumbo Jumbo chant going here. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so man, the Bloodletter is actually presenting issues on our home objective, but I think we'll win that. We are going to get a big bacon charge into the back of these guys. Should do a lot of damage, but they're not taking... They are immune to flanking, which is pretty nasty, but we have squigs here, and hopefully we'll be able to grind them out. Yeah, they're taking a lot of damage now, which is good. So Mumbo Jumbo business is doing its thing. All right, let's get the Orc Boy Spears in there. And we've almost got the Wrathmongers down. Value, I'm a little bit behind. That is for sure. I need some Boar Boy Light Cav on this point here to secure that against his advance that's coming. And now we got the Biggins on the way. Biggins, in theory, should be pretty good here, in theory. Ooh, these guys are in some trouble, though. That's not good. Those Corn Gores. Yeah, I think you just got to switch your build, actually. Like, I think I have an idea of how to beat this now. The Corn Infantry. I think you just got to go very, very heavy-duty with your own infantry and just not even play the Cav game, really. Okay, so the Blorks are going to be there. We'll get you guys. The Marauders there, we should be able to pound down. We're pulling back the Boar Boys, but now we have Biggins in here. I guess, the only thing we really have to call in is mobility, so it's Trixie Hobbitses, man. All right, let's bounce over here. We got the Blood Beast coming on in, which is scary. Wurzag, how are we doing on WOM? We have enough for, one more good spell. The Blorks are going to get to that point, so let's call in another light cav unit just to help maybe capture that. And I think we're holding over here for now. Those halberds are going to screw us up, man. Halberds are going to big screw us up. All right, so let's drop it like it's hot. Skulltaker has been all right. We can go and run down some of the reinforcements here. We don't have any infantry really getting to our home points. That's scary. Yeah, that sucks. And the Biggins just got folded up, so they didn't seem to be very good. I think, man, 100 value in that whole fight. Jeez, that's really bad. Who would have thought Black Orcs would be our big tech here, our strong tech? All right, let's go run down the Marauders. He's only infantry spam. There's nothing else to the build. It's literally just infantry. So, okay, so we just got to meet fire with fire and just bring anti-infantry tools. Okay, so let's do this. And, yeah, at this point, we might just have to relinquish and just hope we can get some things to deal with the damn Corn Gores, which is not much. I mean, I guess just goblins and whatnot. Yeah, so we're going to come over here, maybe see if we can at least win this fight. Skulltaker is on his motorcycle, so he shouldn't be as good of a fighter. Our Cav did get some good engagements here, so let's pull across there. We're pretty down on value. This game is for sure over. Yeah, we're definitely in some trouble. Let's see if Wurzak can at least get a pick on this. That'd be very nice. The Black Orcs are wavering. Unstoppable Choppas is a death sentence. Let's get the bacon to charge and the bacon to charge. The home point, we're going to lose it. We'll get some squigs coming in. All right. So yeah, I think I know how to play this now. Literally just infantry with buffs and goodness like that. We'll do the Mumbo Jumbo chant to buff up the boys here. Keep the Black Orcs fighting a little bit longer? I don't think so. Yeah, GG, well played. It's just the scary infantry fight. We need more anti-infantry monsters. I think Turin was worried about the buffed Blood Beast. That's why I brought Biggins. Yeah, but they were not very good. They just got folded by the infantry there. Okay. So Wrathmonger's got 2,400, which, you know, that's not that bad. That's like, they were fighting Black Orcs. Of course they're going to do well. Slaughter Guard did good too. I didn't really have tech to kill them. My Blorks in their first life did okay. They held for a long time. Mangler Squig, one of them got 1,700. So that almost doubled its value, right? Is that the one I summoned twice, though? I'm not sure. There's no way to check that. Wurzag was fine. I honestly think Gorchad might be better, but the Mumbo Jumbo Dance was clutch. A big momentum shift also was losing our Colossal Squig, you know? Because I would say I was starting to win that game in the beginning. And then when my Colossal Squig got rampaged and pulled to its death, that is when I lost the game. If this Colossal Squig had survived after bullying Skulltaker and hadn't been pulled to its doom, I legit think I win the game. So keeping the Colossal Squig alive too, I think is very, very good. So yeah, cool stuff. Love to see it. Honestly, I didn't feel the Slaughter Guard or either of his lead infantry were that OP or anything like that. They are really expensive and they netted their value by about 600, which is whatever, you know, and they were fighting ideal targets. Yeah, Biggest Squigus would have been good. Yeah, we needed a monster to live. And don't you guys say Rogue Idol. Don't you dare say it. All right, so let's see if we can still make top 4. It's going to be close, but win or lose, I'm very happy with this. I think Greenskins are in a very good spot. I think they can totally beat Khorne, but just need some fine-tuning. Yeah, Gorchad's buffs would be more consistent, for sure, in the pit fight. And he would also be able to bully Skulltaker, or any Khorne Lord, really, except Valkia. Yeah, the Valkia PTSD is real. Sleipnir is so good. All right, so do we have a spot in the top? Maybe. Pretty close. Pretty close right now. Is Oishi still playing? Or did they lose? Okay, I think I'm in top 4. It depends on how some of my opponents go, so I need the Space Pope to have a chance. Who else? Yeah, it's close. Like, we could show you guys what it looks like right now. Don't you dare say the Rogue Idol. Oh, if I could guarantee he was bringing that same build again, I might actually Rogue Idol. All right. Yeah, so Opal's undefeated, out of region, and Butcherbird and I are both 3 wins and 1 loss. So this is the top 4 as of now. Oishi looks like, it depends on tiebreakers, right? Because if Oishi ties me, they have a higher spot in the leaderboard, so they're guaranteed a spot in there. If Space Pope wins, I'm in pretty good shape. But Tom is very, very good, too. That's not an easy opponent. But Space Pope did well earlier, too. If Valakant wins, oh, man. Valakant got a really tough tiebreaker in Alexander. Alexander has been top 16 before. Yeah, so I have 2 tiebreakers on the table that are going to be determining my top 4 status. Yeah. Crimson Killas lack armor piercing, I think, against the elite Khorne troops. Dude, I loved the Blorks, though. They were awesome. I mean, they held like absolute chads, and that's so nice. It's so nice. The Mangler Squigs were kind of cool. I didn't hate the Manglers, even after the nerfs, although one of them only got 400 value, so maybe you got to adjust the Mangler Squigs out of the builds, right? Are we just like going hard in the paint, just going quad Blork? Like Penta Blork? Oh, how cool would that be? Oh yeah, dude, let's freaking go. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm loving this patch. Now that the hotfix is in, dude, we're back in the menu, boys. We're back in the menu. Gorchad won't be bullying Skulltaker if he's on his Juggernaut. That is true. On the Juggernaut, Skulltaker will kick his ass. But on the motorcycle, which is what he was on that game, Gorbad would probably do well. The white screen from the tavern nearly blinded you. I'm sorry. Yeah. Michael works for Turin. He told me Turin is going to pick Debigin. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Shaman on the Wyvern is kind of a neat tech too. He could buff everybody from the sky, but Wurzag didn't have any problems. Like, Wurzag was able to chill and buff things. And he has, the snares were very good. Like, I almost killed his lord early with the snare. Skulltaker charged. I snared him and got him down to like 50% instantly. Yeah. Heavy metal. Yeah, the heavy metal's fun. Okay, so let's see if we're going to get top 4. Bring Grimgor. Grimgor, unironically, might have actually been a good there. He could have crumped some skulls for sure. All right, did my guy beat Tom? Oh, the Space Pope won. Yes, my tiebreaker has been increased. Okay, I think we're in. Let's go, dude. The top 4 of the gods is approaching. Yes. Okay, that probably just solidified a spot for me. Space Pope, dude, he did it. I'm going to message him right now. All right, let's see here. Let me message Space Pope. I'm going to find him. You got me in top 4. I just messaged Space Pope. I'm like, nice win, dude. You got me in the top 4. Because it was getting really, really close with the tiebreakers. Look. We have Opal, Outer Region, myself, and then Butcherbird also got up, but Oishi went up to 9. So if the Space Pope had lost their game, I would have been tied with Oishi, who has the tiebreaker win because they're higher on leaderboard right now with the tournament win. So, yeah, that's super clutch. Yes. All right. Summon the big one. It depends on the map too, right? The map is a big variable. It happens. So Mangler Squig maybe is something we need to consider not bringing there. I don't know. Yeah, like cheaper squigs might just be the way. And looking like we're going to be in top 4. So we have ourselves. It's going to be Khorne. It's going to be Ogres, Greenskins, and Beastmen. As of now. Unless something else funny happens here. We still have a couple games to play that could affect the tiebreakers. Ulrich. I don't know about Ulrich's tiebreaker. Yes. Okay, so now we're checking. Come on, did we get it? Oh, no, you didn't. So Space Pope actually took past that Butcherbird because he has a stronger tiebreaker. Yeah, so Space Pope is back on the menu. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go, Space Pope. We made it together. Yes. So far, we're fresh. Because Space Pope gets a monkey strong together, dude. Yes. The AI chat summary said people were discussing army comps and recommending to begin. Skynet has spoken. Oh no, the AI is taking over. All right. It's okay, Butcher. It's okay. It's just, yeah, it's unfortunate that we don't, like, there's not a better tiebreaker system in place. But it's still fine, right? Because it rewards people for being active in the tournament scene. So you still did great, though, boss. You still did great. I'm proud of you. Let's refresh. This is a very competitive tournament today. We have a lot of killers in here. Yes, please. Yeah, so we could play Khorne again. Khorne has been my bane lately, man. I've been having a problem with them. I've been having a big old problem. The HOTFIX, it fixed the splash attack bug that was like ruining monsters' infantry. That's why Blood Beasts are super good now. And it also fixed a couple of the really busted units. Yeah. Okay, so refreshing. To begin. The Skull Cannon certainly was making me nervous, but I think the Skull Cannon can be a bit of a trap at times. Butcher, did you end up playing this? There's still one game being played. I don't know if it's going to affect you, but it could affect the tiebreakers. Let's see. Okay, I'm going back up here. Okay. Let's see, via... No, I don't think it would affect the tiebreakers, that last game. All right. Okay, perfect. Checking to see. We haven't advanced to top 4 yet because we're waiting for our last game, which is fine. Yeah, just one match still to go. Should be done in the next like 2 minutes. So top 4 is actually Khorne. Space Pope was on Warriors of Chaos, right? Was that Warriors of Chaos? No, that was Norska. Yeah, so we got Norska, Greenskins, Ogres, and Khorne. So we literally have all 3 DLC factions, which makes sense. You know, good players are playing them. So YouTube tried hiding Turin stream from me. How dare they, dude? Yeah, Chorfs are honestly kind of a bad faction overall. I hate to say it, but they're just like... Chorfs are like the Homer Simpson meme. You know, of like... You remember the episode where like Homer loses a lot of weight and he's like skinny? And he's like standing there shirtless and Marge is like checking him out. And then like it looks at Homer's back and like all of his body fat is like literally tied on his back with like with rope. That's like the Chorfs with the Bale Taurus and the Iron Demons. Like, other than that, Chorfs are kind of a trash faction. It sucks, but I don't know what it is about them, man. Yeah. They like, I think they can, like, climb around 30%, give or take, or around 40 to 50%, but, like, in a really hyper-competitive setting, they just seem to be struggle city. Yeah, so greenskins are doing good. Corn is doing very good today. Yeah. Warriors of Chaos off to a rough start as usual. Nurgle 1-5, so must be some newer players playing Nurgle. Yeah, so there's two tiebreakers. There's the strength of schedule, and then the if you're tied on strength of schedule, it's wins, strength of schedule, and then leaderboard position. Which I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. You know, we'd have to reprogram the website because that's how it's done on the website. But yeah, that is for sure. Chorfs need medium cav. Yeah, Bull Centaurs need a cost reduction, I think. Bull Centaurs are way overcosted. Bull Centaur renders are pricey boys. So we'll be getting our match here soon. Dark Elves own 4. Did you bring the Dark Elves down into the pits? Let's see here. Yeah, do Chaos Dwarf Warriors really need to cost that much? Let's look. 600, 30, 44. Okay, and then let's see. So if we get... Let's look at the Dwarf Warrior, right? Where's the Dwarf Warrior? You know, to be completely honest with you, so 22 and 40 versus 30 and 44, 70 leadership. I mean, honestly, man, that's like you're paying 150 extra gold for like what kind of a stat increase? Let's see. Okay, so you got this +8, +4, +6. If they just made the Chaos Dwarf Warrior the exact same as the Dwarf Warrior stat-wise, except they have Contempt and Spell Res, or if they have Contempt instead of the Spell Res with Fire Res, that would be a huge buff to Chaos Dwarves. If they could get like a cheap, high leadership armored unit, 7.8 HP against 7.8, I mean, man, yeah, these Chaos Dwarf Warriors should probably cost like 550. I would honestly, if I were CA, I would rework the Chaos Dwarf Infantry, I think. I would just make them similar to the Dwarvish Infantry, but they just have Contempt and Fire Resist instead of better stats. It's... If you could spam cost-effective, cheap, high leadership infantry at a good price point of like 450, Chaos Dwarves would be feasting, for sure. And Hobgoblins are just like a joke. I don't know what the hell is up with these units. They're so freaking terrible. Bull Centaurs need like literally 100 gold off them. Maybe like 50 to 100 gold on Bull Centaurs. Kadai are fine. The monsters are fine. You could take 100 off the Destroyer. Skirmishers are probably acceptable. I think 525 is fine for Hobgoblins. Their Skirmish Cav Archers could probably get a 50 gold reduction. Blunderbusses are 900. Let's see what Grudge Rakers are in Dwarves. So Grudge Rakers are 850. Yeah, I mean, they're basically the same unit. You could take 50 gold off the Blunderbuss unit too. There's a lot of things Chaos Dwarves just have that are really inefficient. And they're kind of held together by a couple really powerful pieces, you know? That's just how it is. Yeah, that's just how it is. All right, let's see who we got in the semis. It's going to be... it's a Revenge of the Space Pope. All right, so we're playing Norska again. But, you know, this is the dreaded curse of the rematch. Because the person who lost the first game always wins the second game. It's a tradition on Total Tavern. Okay. We're round 2. I wish I remembered my build against them because it seemed very good. What is the map, though? The map is going to be a big determining variable. Map is going to be... All right. So Khorne and the Ogres are going to have to suffer against one another on the other side. Crystal Lake. Oh, Crystal Lake. Okay, that's a fairly open map. Okay, awesome. And then we're going to get the greenskins here. Get rid of you. And it is time for the war to continue. The Great War. Hobgoblins, only the Cutthroats have Vanguard. Yeah, not the regular ones. That would be a good buff, though. Giving Vanguard to the regular Hobgoblins would be a very nice buff. I think I played the Spider build against them, but they're probably going to expect that, so... Got to put some respect on that, you know? Okay. You know, I'm going to go with the classic adage of if it's not broken, don't try and fix it, right? Okay. Because I have a really bad habit of doing that, like just changing builds for no reason and then just being disappointed. Okay, so yes and yes. Awesome. And there we go. So that's a pretty stalwart little battle line there, I do dare say. Let's get you in here. 85 gold short. Feels bad. How can we get that 85 gold back somehow? I think we decided... Okay, perfect. All right. So we know it's Norska. We know that Norska is coming for us. You need a full army of Savage Orcs. They could do well for sure. The Savage Orcs are pretty damn good. Okay, so yeah, last time we just pounded the monkey. The monkey got the business pretty damn hard. Okay. Yes, yes. It's a solid army. Got to worry about skin wolves. Skin wolves are a thing. They are a thing. And how can we save a little bit of dough? We want all those. Empowered mushrooms is always fun to buff up the squigs. Itchy Nuisance, Vindictive Glare, all great abilities. Sneaky Stabbing is also very good. We probably cut the Arcane Conduit. You don't need that. Savage Orcs are not bad in this matchup, though. They do pretty well against Norska. I find is like a reinforcing infantry piece. They get the job done. But so do just like Orc Spears, you know? Just basic Orc Spears are pretty nice. All right. Monkey, yeah, the monkey is going to need to probably not be picked by my opponent this time. They're probably not going to unleash the monkey, I don't think. Most likely will be a more traditional build of sorts. Chorfs need giant with tower shields. Oh my god, if Chorfs had like an armored giant with a shield, that would be the coolest thing in the game. That would just be so freaking radical, man. Okay. Squigs. Squigs are always very good in this matchup. I'm very happy I got this matchup instead of having to play Corner Ogres. I'd rather hedge my bets in a finals, just best of one with those factions. All right. And for our last disappearing act, let's get you and you. Okay. This build looks pretty good. Let me make sure my opponent's not having any issues joining. Oh, okay. Hang on here. Sounds good. So there. Oh, I might be playing someone else actually. No problem. Yeah. Okay. So they're trying to resolve the tiebreaker right now. One moment. So we might be playing Beastmen, which is fine too. Beastmen would be fun to play. I would certainly enjoy playing them. Okay, so I'm just reading this. Okay. Okay, I'm checking. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be Beastmen instead. So, I'm helping with the admin here. Squids Pusher. Okay, so just doing this and seeing what's going to be cooking here. And we need to start working on a Beastman build, it looks like. All right. Outstanding. There you go. And here we are. Hey, thank you, Andy. So we're playing a very good Beastman player here. This will be a lot of fun. I have not really dabbled in this matchup too much. Where you got Minotaurs, we got Razor Gores, a couple other cool pieces. But we are now playing Beastmen. Okay. So against the Bray Herd on a pretty big open map. So the skirmishing potential of them is going to be no joke. Yes, and then we get you here, cut this. 1, 2, 3. And yes and yes. All right. This should be interesting. This is going to be cool. It doesn't change too much, I guess, in the builds. Norska, I think, is definitely easier than Beastmen. Although I guess it depends on the pilot. Okay, so we get a couple of these. A little bit of skirmish action going. A single bolt thrower doesn't feel like a bad idea. Just like the Arwar bolt thrower sitting in the back, like poking like a Minotaur or like some Chad like that would potentially be good. Okay, Centaurs with throwing axes are a thing, so we got to put some respect on those. So let's get you and you. And here we go. Hey, thank you again, Andy, for that donation. Greatly appreciate it, boss. Okay. Unlimited paw. All right, so for the reinforcements, Squigs against Beastmen are all right. They're honestly not the best. Savage Orc Infantry trade well, but they do take a lot of damage against like Centaur tier units. Centaurs really can get some work done on them. So for you, we do this. Get you in here. Okay. I like it. I think we try and get one more of those as well. The Black Orc boss character could be kind of a fun inclusion too for the IT. Although like the ITP thing is already fine. He's probably just gonna end up waddling around and shit. Let's see if, like what the cost looks like for that guy. Okay, so if we bring him with this, ITP is going to be moderately useful, but like terror, I mean, the biggest source of terror we'd be facing would be the Butchers of Kalkengard, probably. That would probably be it. Yeah, so I don't think we need that. It's fine. All right, awesome. So we got 150 Gs, and we can just do this. Okay. So Squigs against them, I mean, Corngors are going to be very prevalent, right? Like, you have to remember, Beastmen can spam Corngor. So we need things that can just dunk on the Corngor effectively. But you still probably in this matchup need a lot of mass. A lot of speedy boys. Corngors have what, 60 armor? I don't know how they would trade into like a Savage Orc tier unit or like a Boar Boy or an Orc Boy. They did get a stat line nerf today, which was certainly very deserved. Yeah, we can bring you. You guys don't know how tempted I am to bring the Rogue Idol of Doom. You have no idea how bad I want to bring it. But this map is way too big and open. A Beastman army is just going to outmaneuver you all freaking day, and you're going to have a pretty bad time with it. All right, so I think a little bit of this. And you know what? That's probably not a bad idea either. Get you. Get this. Down to that. And cool beans. Little gobos are always fun too. Archers here against Beastmen are risky. You know, Beastmen do have a lot of decent poking. Could try and find a way to squeeze those guys in. Yeah, I don't dislike that. Seems fun. And we get rid of this. And then we got 290 left. That awkward amount of money feels bad. Crown of Command, and that is going to be... All right. So be it. So in the main line, the army looks okay. I think we have pretty good tools here. Colossal Squig here is all right. Yeah, I don't think we need Colossal Squig. So 625. One last unit to be brought. All right. Good luck, have fun. Let's see what it's going to be. Let's see what tricks my opponent's got. Yeah, we're playing Beastmen in the semifinals. Sounds good. Yeah, the Corngor fear is real, though, man. The Corngor is definitely scary. Just what they present as a mid-game threat to cavalry factions, and Greenskins kind of are a cav faction, is big. Like, I think any faction with Corngor immediately becomes favored against Bretonnia, Empire, Kislev, Greenskins. The power of stacking Halberd on top of Monstrous is very good. Or Monstrous on top of Halberd. Okay, here we are. Arguably, like a mass Daka build could have been good, like an Anticity style, like 8 Error Boys, just like layered up. If he went like that, could have actually been very good. In retrospect, maybe I should have done that. Although this playstyle has gotten us to the semifinals today, so you know why break it? Here we go, baby. Let's do it. I can feel the hooves coming. Dude, I feel the hooves too. All right. And Crystal Lake's pretty open field map. You know, you can safely fight over these two objectives for sure. The dreaded blocker, fear it. Fear the Wookiee, dude. I know, it's very good. Reminds me of Dov in the Clash event. Why does it remind you of Dov? Yeah. I got rid of it, right? Yeah, there we are. Okay. So we have shielded Blorks, which should be pretty good. They should smash Corngors. Just stat smash. We have Ruglad's Armored Error Boys, which are pretty durable in melee, right? And we're going to get a couple spears on the outsides. Awesome. The double goblin big bosses, they got nerfed, but what I like about them is they're like kind of steady capture weight. We got the spider character. We got a bolt thrower, which we're just going to park here and just have it shoot at whatever it can hit. Skirmishers and this. All right, so the skirmishers are going to roll up, do a little bit of poking, and let's see how this goes. How did the community use of factions rise? Greenskins, Dark Elves are... Oh, I have no idea. I'm not sure what you're... I have no idea. Now Turin and Dov have both left blockers up during matches. Has Dov done it? Oh, yeah, Dov. Yeah, he left his blocker up during the tournament game for the CA tournament. That's right. Yeah, I'm rubbing off on him, I guess. All right, so no Corngors. Okay, you know what? Yeah, very, very different playstyle than I was expecting. So, yeah, I don't hate it. We're just going to park here, and we should be able to defend this with Vanguard Collins all freaking day. So you guys are going to park on this. Let's get the bolt thrower moving up. And, yeah, now we just waddle. He's going to want me to move towards objective 2, so then he can flank around the outside here, which is a very common tactic. Sometimes you could just park like a Night Goblin there to cause a little bit of havoc, but this is just an expendable unit, so I'm happy to shoot it. And we can Vindictive Glare on his Lord if we want to. We should get the objective capture here. Yeah, great. So we got that. We're just going to happily poke away. And now we can start shooting at you a little bit. Looking good. Move up. And what's our first Colin going to be? So Collins, probably another shielded Black Orc. Like, that's not a unit you want to call out mid-game, right? But like at this point, it seems pretty good. Okay, so the Raiders are shooting us there, which is fine. So we're going to go ahead and move on over to these guys and just park right on the edge of the objective and then park you there too. And we can get some mobility ready to help out as well. All right, so we do get a little bit of poke. It's fine. We just want to hold this objective a little bit longer. Let's do this and this, put you guys in control group 7, and they can be the arbiters of that objective, and the rest of the army is going to move this way. And we're going to fan out and fan out. It's a Flock of Doom. Very, very nasty stuff. And cool. So now we get ready to go, and we should be able to hold this objective from the Beastmen. Meanwhile, the Bolt Thrower is just going to keep poking away. All right, so he clearly wants to get into my backfield, right? He's got a couple Centaurs waiting. We're going to get a Boar Boy Biggin at the ready here. One of my Skirmishers does pay the Troll Toll a little bit, and the Shielded Blorks can move up. You guys can move up, and you can do this. Now let's call in a Boar Boy Biggin back here to defend this. And you guys can bash here. You guys can bash here. And we're just going to kind of get going on this this old push. All right, so the Shielded Blorks should be pretty Chad. I don't think they're going to have any issues, and we do have the Spears at the ready to fight those Centaurs. Let's keep lurking, keep the Boar Boys here, move our Skirmishers up to help out. Ruglad's Armored Orc Boys at the ready to poke a little bit, and we can do the buff right there on those guys. Get the Spider to intercept and run interference right here, keep the Spider Riders right there, and just the Bolt Throwers in the meantime just keep poking away. All right, so the Spider has done a good job, and the Ruglad's Armored Orc Boys are doing work. We're getting some very cost-effective bump and grinds in there, so we're going to summon a Squig Summon to kill his archers. Yeah, you can see in the back, we're very well defended, so let's get the Squig Summon on there to deal with this, and the Blorks can go fight the Gore Herds while, yeah, now we need to start focusing the Corn Gores, right? The Corn Gores are going to be a big problem, so we're going to keep shooting them, and the Bolt Thrower is giving us very, very good steady damage. Meanwhile, the Terror Routes are getting in there, and the Shielded Blorks will be arriving up on the point soon. And here comes a little bit of a play on my Bolt Thrower. So he's going to do this, and we're going to do this, and you guys do that, and we can also call out another Spider Rider to countercharge here. And if we can kill a couple Centaurs, you know, for our troubles, then that's going to be big. So we're going to do an Itchy Nuisance back there to help out. You guys keep going here. And in the meantime, let's get a Squig Summon right there to help out a little bit. And big flanking is coming around. All right, so the Shielded Blorks have moved up. Let's get you guys fighting on the point. And the Ruglad's boys are trying their best. We can go ahead and call out some Fanatics to move them up to do some fighting here. And let's go ahead and get back here and stabilize our points. Do we have range on this? We don't. Okay, so we're going to come back and just try and get Terror Routes on these Centaurs, if at all possible. Okay, so the squigs can pile in. We have the Ruglud's boys fighting it out, and the Blorks are on the objective, doing very well. Value trading is close, and we do have the Terror back here, so I'm hoping that will be enough to force them back. As a couple of Fanatics continue to move, let's pop the wall. We do have a lot of fighting all over the battlefields. All right, so pull these skirmishers back, let the Fanatics battle the Corn Gores, and try and get the Terror routes on these guys here. We'll see if we can. Again, Spider Riders can go there too. All right, so more mobility coming around and looking to push. The Goblin here, does he have a summon? He does not. So let's get you guys to move this. And now we're going to do a little sneakiness. We're going to call these guys in and start playing that objective there. All right, so the Terror routes are going off, which is great. And we get you guys poking the Corn Gores. You guys come up here. And the Blorks are doing super good. And man, how cool are these Ruglud's Armored Orc boys? They actually seem to be doing very well for us here. All right, let's get the Spider Riders to do their thing. You guys pull back. And the Black Orcs are just hanging on to those objectives like something good. All right, so let's keep fighting these Gores, and we can do an Itchy Nuisance. I don't think it's worth it, actually, so we could probably just do this. You guys continue poking there, and the Gobos are fighting nice and hard. The Ruglud's boys are about to get attacked. More Corn Gores have arrived up on the objective, but we're in the process of flipping this one, which is good. And once we clear out the backfield pressure, I'm hoping we're going to be able to do some work here. We do have the Fanatics threatening that stop objective thefts. For you, let's see. What do we call in? Probably just some Boar Boy action to do this. Pull you back this way. Yeah, keep trying to fight here. The Bolt Thrower's in danger, but hopefully we're going to be able to get these Gore Herds off. I do have the Vindictive Glare, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. All right, so you charge there, and we might need to just run with the artillery crew. It's a little bit dodgy. All right, so we do get the big Gobos over here, and the Blorks need to stay on the objective, because we need to make sure we get that. Meanwhile, we keep fighting over here, and the points are a little bit scary. Let's do an Itchy Nuisance here, and hopefully we can get a good value trade and push them back. All right, let's do that. And we don't have any Spider Riders to call in. Let's get some Savage Orcs to start rolling up, and these Gobos are the unbreakable ones, so let's get the Fanatics. Nice, so we got the Fanatics loose. I don't know what kind of damage we're going to see from that, but it's all good. You guys and you guys fight here, and great. So we've gotten some momentum back here. The Bolt Thrower crew is still online. So we're going to be able to get that party started in a second. Let's get the Fanatics fighting here, Skirmishers here, and let's get this Spider moving up now. So we'll see what we can do. All right, so the Fanatic Arwars, did they steal the objective? They did not, so that sucks a little bit, but it's okay. Savage Orcs are going to start cruising up towards the middle, and we're going to go ahead and get Orc Spears moving too, because they're very cost-effective in this matchup. All right, so the Greenskins have been mostly broken here. Our Blorks and Goblins got escorted off the battlefield, no surprises. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping here. In the meantime, we can do a Vindictive Glare up on your face and see if he's paying attention. He might not be. So we're going to drop it like it's hot and see if we tag him. And we get a fair amount of damage there, so very respectable. Skirmishers are on their way, and the units back here have paid the price. Let's go ahead and get another Savage Orc coming up. And how are the Shielded Boys doing in the middle? Yeah, those guys are holding very well. They're holding very, very well. Let's get you guys over there. And once again, we need to get him with the Don't Even Try It. So let's see if we can do that. That's going to be pretty good if we can. All right, so up to the point we go. We have a little bit of time. I mean, the values are very, very close. I did get the Don't Even Try It on his Lord, so that is going to punish him there a little bit, which is nice. And you guys can just run that down. And yeah, I think in the middle, we're going to hold. I don't think there's any drama on the middle objective. The Blorks and whatnot are holding very well. So it's mainly going to be an issue of getting this low ground objective here. And that is going to be a good Flock of Doom as well. It's very, very nice stuff. All right, so out of Vanguard, I think we just call in some Fanatics because we just need bodies up on the point to fight the Corn Gores. Here, we'll get you guys moving in. And how are these guys hanging? They're hanging in there like absolute chads. He's almost out of ammunition. Thankfully, these guys are shielded. So that is nice. We just want to get two objectives. I don't want to overextend and run into a situation where we get a little bit too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so the Goblin can keep fighting here. The Blorks can fight on the objective. We have Spear Boys coming on up. I think I'm in a good position, actually. I think we're okay. Let's get this Bacon to move over here and maneuver. We're going to see what's going on. Let's get some Spider Riders coming out here. Fanatics need to run up here. Great, so we're going to do this. Is he going to take the fight? I don't think so. So Savage Orc should do well into Corn Gores, I think. Let's move back onto the point here. Let's do this. Get these Spear Boys coming down there. You guys move there, and hopefully we can get a Terror route on those guys here. All right, Fanatics are coming. Let's get another Spider Rider moving up. Not a bad unit at all. He's obviously wants his fight, but it's fine. We're not going to give it. All right, back on the point. You go. Keep you guys going here. You guys going here. And yeah, we're back on the point. Spears are in a pretty happy little position, actually. So let's maneuver you guys this way and just try our best to keep getting this point. All right, and then you Fanatics can move up and fight these guys. And can we get an itchy nuisance over there? We unfortunately only have a sneaky stabbing. That's all we're going to get. All right, so Spider Riders, keep cruising for a bruising. And what do we want to call in the back? More Orc Spears. Probably would be pretty good. All right, so Centaurs, let's charge them. And let's attack there with our Spider as well. These Spider Riders need to retreat, and these Savage Orcs need to get across and fight these guys. We do start to get the capture momentum. And our Bolt Thrower is back online, something I actually forgot about. That's my bad. It is my bad indeed. And here it's looking a little dodgy. He's looking like he's doing pretty well. I could call in some Vanguard cap weight again, maybe. Savage Orcs are trying, but he has the objective control. That's one thing that's very, very tricky here. All right, let's do the itchy nuisance here. And I have Don't Even Try It again, so we're going to do it on you, actually. And pop the wall here, so the wall will help a little. But yeah, the Corngors are hard to get through. Because normally you would just plow them with your, freaking, what's it called? Yeah, let's get these guys over here. We're going to have to play Desperation Mode now. Just hope our Terror-Causing Monster can do some work for us. Which I don't know if it's going to be able to. The Goblins are trying their best, but they're running into some issues for sure. Let's get a Fanatic drop here, so we're going to drop it like it's hot on them. Should do some okay damage, nothing too crazy. And the Spider Rider, I think he's got it. Yeah, most of our positions are broken. The Spear Boys, will get out-traded by his Corngors. Spider-Man probably wasn't the right choice. I don't think so. Okay, moving in. And we got some Savage Orcs coming up. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. I don't think it's going to be enough. All right, let's move to the high ground point. You guys can run down these Arrow Boys here. And, all right, Savage Orcs can fight there. He can't be everywhere at once. Let's go ahead and buff these guys just out of pure desperation. We're going to be able to ninja the high ground objective, but yeah, that's not going to be enough. I really liked the Rugluds armored Arrow Boys, though. They were pretty badass. Okay, let's get these guys coming. We do, of course, lose our Bolt Thrower, which feels bad. High ground, we do get the Fanatics moving over with some Spear Boys, so they'll be able to get that. But man, I'm rapidly approaching the point of no return. His Lord is almost dead. Maybe I should have put more of an effort into just sniping his Lord with magic missiles this game. That could have been a good play. Let's get the little Goblin boss over there too. So the Fanatics are here. Let's loose the Fanatics on you. Should do some good damage. So they're going to get Fanatic in the face, and then the Spears will fight. And we did get a lot of burst damage with those Fanatics, which is cute. Spider's tanking. Yeah, I should have gone for a Lord Snipe. That probably would have been my best tactic. Bolt Thrower felt kind of shit. I kind of feel as if the Bolt Thrower was not useful at all. Spider's tanking it very well. Do an itchy nuisance here. You guys do your thing. No rallying units over there. We do have some Savage Orcs coming back in, which didn't seem to do super well, mind you. And what do we got in the back? So we got the Blorks? I don't think so. All right. Vindictive Glare. It's probably GG. Yeah, I think we're just done for. Very well played to him. He played a great game, dude. Very impressive. Very good. Classic. Good micro Beastmen. A lot of Centaurs. A lot of the usual suspects. Maybe the Goblin characters are kind of a trap too. There's a variable to be considered with that as well. We do actually have some cap pressure right there. Let's go see if we can get in and maybe terror out these guys off. All right, so on this point, the Fanatics are pushing off a lot of units, but the Corngors are moving up in just heavy, heavy numbers. And we do start to steal the middle objective, which is cool. So the Spider character has done 1,500 value, so nothing great. Let's get to the middle here. We're going to get this one. Let's get another Vindictive Glare on you. Squig Summons were cute, but not enough. Not enough. All right. So we do get another snipe. Yeah, we probably could have killed Malagor, which would have won us a lot of fights. I was a little bit hesitant to do that. I wanted to use more supporting magic, but GG, well played. Very good game, dude. GG, well played. Corngor scary. Really changes the mid game. For Cav Suffer. Yeah, agreed. Okay. Awesome. So the build, let's evaluate it. The Blorks did okay. I liked the shielded Blorks, but they didn't get a lot of value, but they did give me a lot of staying power on the objectives. And they sponged a ton of the Arrow Boys, right? All of the Ungor Raiders got very little value because of them. I think that it's not worth bringing the Goblin Big Bosses as a really, really centerpiece anymore. I think you just cut them and go wider. They were they weren't very good for me, honestly. The Spider character was fine. I think a more mobile combat character would have been more useful, especially a Wurzag with a snare and Brain Busta and things like that. For the reinforcements, the Boar Boy Cav were fine, for the most part. But I think like there's a couple key components that weren't very good, right? So we cut these guys, we cut you. I really think this is probably a Wurzag matchup. You just go Wurzag with Bonewood Staff, Gaze, Brainbuster, Fist. And then you cut Power of the Wa, Wurzag's Revenge. You can keep actually to force miscast on their Lord when they cast Flock of Doom. Get back here and Mumbo Jumbo Chant. You could probably potentially keep that. The Archer play, I didn't hate it actually. And the Bolt Thrower, you probably just cut. The Bolt Thrower was kind of dog shit. The Ruggalids did very good. Yeah, they were super awesome. Send lobby code, please. When you're there. Oh, let me ask out of region. If he might be playing in the finals too. Because it's his tournament and I think he's streaming, so I don't want to step on his toes. So if if it causes any lag, I'm just gonna. Oh, he's in the game. Great. Okay, so it's Ogre. Oh, Ogre's defeated Khorne. Okay, cool. So we got Beastmen versus Ogre Kingdoms. That's gonna be very fun. That's gonna be very fun. Now this is a matchup where the halberds are good, but you know what's so cool about these streams is like when you play a faction you don't normally play. Like I feel like we've all learned a lot together, right? The shielded Blorks were good. Normally your infantry folds to Beastmen, so I think that having them is still worth it. I probably am starting to think like something like this. Like just a huge Daka line, right? Is going to be pretty sweet with a snare. And you can replace these guys with like the Goblin Spears just to get like more width. And because now you have a snare. So the idea from here is counterpunching, right? And dealing with those damn Khorngors. You really don't have anything that's good against them. The Savage Orcs maybe in theory are good, but you need the greenskin mobility. I think you cut the Fanatics. They felt a little bit lackluster. They were good for like spec ops operations, but typically just folded. So I think we go with the Savage Orc units. And let's see what else. Although they are really vulnerable against Cav Charge. Basically with this build, if you can just hold 2 objectives and defend your Savage Orc airline, you're going to be in good shape. You don't need any monstrous creatures, I don't think. Khorngors are unbreakable, so, well, for a short period of time, so you're not going to alpha strike them with leadership shenanigans. Yeah, like Khorngors are going to be horribly weak against shooting, so I think you just got to go Savage Orc build, like a wide build like this with a snare. And, you know, this is a situation where with this much gold, it's probably worth it to bring 1 boss, just like a cheap Night Goblin boss on foot, because he's going to be able to just bolster a position. 2 of them probably not, but 1's probably fine. They do have missile resist, but it's still worth it, I think. And then, yeah, this build looks way better. Like, if you guys are trying to learn greenskins, I think this is a good direction to go. Maybe call in, like, a Squig, I guess. I don't know. The Great Weapon Blorks, you could even theoretically go Blork Great Weapon, but they would get karate chopped. All right. Lobby Cope, thank you. All right. Cool. I think we played out a region with Nurgle the other night. I think we beat his greenskins, right? Yeah. Greenskins are pretty balanced now, honestly. Like it's not a faction you can just like unga bunga, you know? You need to like plan your builds, you know, you need to be a cunning git, which is very good. All right. Let's see what they got here. Okay. Curious. This is an interesting one because the mass ogres are actually going to be quite strong right now because they've had the splash attack bug fixed. Looking at the stats right now, so let's look at the day 1 stats. We reset the stats today because the previous stats were shitty because of the splash attack bug. Beastmen are 4-1, so that's Butcherbird. Butcherbird has gone 4-1. Very impressive performance. Empire. Whoa, who was playing Empire today? Oh, that must have been Scrambled Egg or someone. Okay. Norska 3-1, Ogre 6-3, Khorne 8-5, Greenskins 8-5 too. So we went 3-2 after the semifinals are included. Kislev doing all right. Grand Cathay struggling as usual, and these are the factions that were not played today. But Tomb Kings are going to be very good in this meta. Chaos Demons will still be very good. Yeah, really good representation today. Really looking forward to seeing how the meta is going to develop. It's very, very fun. All right. Let's see what the rock is cooking. I mean, this is going to be a million Khorngors. They're so powerful. They even got nerfed today a little bit too. They probably still need like a 50 gold cost increase or something, and then it'd be fine. I think with that they'd be aces. Hide a giant in reserve. Giants are so slow. I think if any monster in reserve, it's a Colossal Squig. But Colossal Squigs are kind of bad against Beastmen because they have so many cheap spears, and they also have range, like good range, so they can poke it, it'll rampage, and then they'll just kill it with Centaurs. Or kite it and just shoot it to death, you know? You know, Wurzag is actually unironically really good against Beastmen because the Wurzag's revenge ability will force Malagor will overcast every single time you cast Flock of Doom, and then you can snipe him with your magic missiles and stuff. It's pretty sweet. You could even go with a Goblin Great Shaman Lord. That would be really smart, actually. So bare bones Goblin Great Shaman Lord on a wolf, and you just use him only to snipe the Beastmen Lord. So if they have any sort of a caster, you can just hunt them and magic missile them to death. That's actually really MLG. No, Tomb Kings are good. They're very, very good. No, Beastmen can bring as many marked cores as they want, I think, right? Or did they add marks to them? I don't think they did. Yeah. I'm not sure how they do this. I think I would assume this is ogre favored. Today, 2 pigs, vultures, a few other things. All right. Probably like a Doom Bull. A Doom Bull would be good here. That's probably, you know, you guys remember the world champ right now, Solasora, who's not playing in this tournament, but the champ Solasora uses the Doom Bull like in every matchup with the Beastmen. Very, very common. Beastmen have 4 marks? Okay. They added marks? Okay, they get 4. Cool. So yeah, it's going to be 4 Korngors. I mean, Pestigors are trash against ogres, and Zangors are all right. Zangors aren't bad. They can hang in there, but... Pigback Rider, okay. Yeah, this is exactly what I expected from Outer Region. Just using the really powerful Pigback Riders, which are pretty OP. I think they should cost 500 gold. They're like literally 75 to 100 gold undercosted. And then you get the Powder Guts, who've recently come off a nerf. Thunder Tusk coming off a big nerf, too. Beastmen do have Centaurs with throwing axes, though, which are pretty good against Thunder Tusk, potentially. We'll have to see. Ogres have not won an SFT yet this season. This will be their first dub. But we're going to see what it's going to be. Yeah, Pigback Riders are busted for sure. They need more of a nerf, I think. Good luck, good luck. Okay. Saying good luck to both the players. And here we are. Is there a good build for ogres versus lizards? Are you playing as ogres? I'm not sure. I haven't played ogres much. The greenskins call to me a little bit more than the ogre kingdoms do. But I will play ogres in one of the upcoming tournaments. I think I need to go back and adopt some of my bad factions. Like I gotta lift the greenskins up, not greenskins, but the chorfs back up from the pits. They need a little bit of love. Yeah, chorfs really probably get wrecked by ogres. Although I guess you could just go wide gunline, maybe. I don't know. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, taking a look at the build here of Butcherbird. He is going to be rocking Ungors in the front line with Centaur throwing axes, which are essential because their throwing axes can help you drag down a Thunder Tusk. We do have a great Brave Shaman of the Wild on Chariot. Risky pick, for sure. You know, can be sniped by Lead Belchers, things like that. But overall, the Traderkin is a very good spell. So that is it, just very standard, and it's going to be Mass Korngors in reserve. Now, what I really like about the build of the Beastmen is the fact that they brought anti-infantry units in the Gorherds, because they can kill the Pigback Riders. So that's a very nice tech there. We got Trappers on the wings, so Trappers going to be moving up towards Objective Uno. And here we do have the Pigback Riders and the Powder Guts and the Thunder Tusk. Thunder Tusk, an absolute raid boss, which is limited to 1. And it got heavy nerfs today. It lost a lot of stats, it got a cost increase, but it's still going to be borderline busted in my opinion. Its shooting attack and its auto attacks from the Howdah on top are, in my opinion, what make it problematic. Granted, I mean, it still can be defeated, right? We had a game. Remember we played in the tournament the other day with Nurgle, and we were able to crush the Thunder Tusk super hard. Like, we just literally used the Angels of Decay and some Horsemen and Rancid, and we just, like, karate chopped it. Its base leadership is what, 75? 70 base leadership. Okay, so that's not super high. That's a monster that if it gets caught in, like, one really bad situation, it can fold. Trapper's going to be moving on the back objective, and the Beastmen do have some Centaurs back here, which I don't hate this. Using the Centis to maybe ambush, like, a lone Trapper doesn't seem like a terrible idea. So Butcherbird going to be hiding the Great Brave Shaman. The snow attacks are going to be launching on the Gorherds and doing a little bit of damage. Centaurs have not moved up to screen yet. Powder Guts are also here. But the Beastmen do have an aggressive army. It's wider for sure. Great Bray Shaman better be careful. He's going to get sniped by those man-eaters with the Ogre pistols here. And you can already see a lot of damage, which is a rough start. But Traderkin is going to be activated, while Butcherbird is going to need to flee the scene. Yeah, getting his Lord caught here is very, very dodgy. At this point, this Beastcaster should just be hiding in the trees for the rest of the game. Yeah, you know, a little bit of roughness here with the Great Bray Shaman. It's not going to be GG or anything, but that's not a good way to start the game, that is for sure. It's going to be breaking, but as long as he doesn't lose it, it's going to be able to come back and do some work. So Raiders are now shooting away, and the Great Bray Shaman going to be retreating back into the tree line. It is an Ogre Slaughtermaster of Death. Oh my god, I forgot they existed. Bray Shaman's going to be rallying, and we do see Minotaurs with Great Opens coming in here, as the Pigback Riders do start to get massacred in the front line a little bit, but also winning some fights against the Ungor Spearmen with their fat charge bonuses. On the backside, Butcherbird going to be flanking in with the Ungor Spearmen right there, and the Great Bray Shaman has rallied now. So it is going to be back, and he is going to be learning that it needs to hide in the tree. And the Pigback Riders with the Thunder Tusk really, really just crushing that frontline engagement. Super nasty stuff, while Goreherd's here battling Pigbacks. And I don't even know, this can't have been a one-on-one. If the Pigback Rider defeats one of those units one-on-one, that'd be pretty stupid. Overcasted Spirit Leech on the Great Bray Shaman back here, while two Ungor Raiders do get a decent firing angle on the Powder Guts. But now we get Vultures and Ogre Bulls moving in, a lot of scary stuff. And the Minotaurs with Great Opens are certainly going to have the work cut out for them. But the problem is the Pigback Riders. They're going to be able to buffer off the Minotaurs. They actually get a decent little charge on them, and that is very, very scary, right? So Thunder Tusk going to get a biggest chungus charge into the back of these gores right here. We do see the value favoring the forces of the Ogre Kingdoms. Their Traderkin going to go down soon. A Butcherbird making a slight mistake here of leaving the Minotaurs in the Pigback Riders. There's no sense for that to happen. They're faster and they have good mass, so they should be able to push away here. Meanwhile, the back objective, a nice little harass here. Centaurs jumping on Raiders, and we do get the Centaurs engaging, but Pigback Riders once again proving to be a big problem here. Those guys definitely need a cost increase. They are very, very problematic, I think. Corngors are now out, though. This is where things can maybe start to go a little bit better for the Beastmen. I mean, you have to remember, most of the value difference we're seeing here is in the Great Bray Shaman, who's been getting slapped by Spirit Leeches and different effects like that. Thunder Tusk is currently sitting at 200 kills, most of which are against crap units, but let's look at the real value on the Thunder Tusk right now, which is going to be 900, so nothing obscene. Definitely a respectable amount, though. So on the back objective, the fighting does continue. We do see cycle charging from Centaurs, and there is a little bit of wavering as the Blood Vultures are causing a little bit of havoc, but the Centaurs and the Spears there might be able to deal with them. Another Spirit Leech going down on the Great Bray Shaman. That certainly has got to hurt. 36 leadership. Traderkin going to be pretty good here, as we do see healing going down. The Meat Feast, yeah, that's probably going to seal the doom for the Beastmen. The Meat Feast is so powerful, that Ogre army ability, right? Corngors are up on the point fighting, but they are battling it out versus Trappers and just getting worn down here. Overall, this seems incredibly difficult. I really don't know from a Beastmen perspective how you approach this matchup. Pigback Riders are just are really, really a big issue. On the back point, though, Beastmen are doing some work, and it kind of makes me think that this is probably going to be a matchup where you have to play mobility. You can't take the Ogres on head-on. I think you have to play their weak points. If they go with the Thunder Tusk, you just have 4 Centaurs Alpha Strike their other side, right? Like something like that. And use Malagor maybe for Flock of Doom, I'm not sure. But the Great Bray Shaman is trying to run away. But yeah, we do see Butcherbird grab the back objective. Could the Beastmen get some mobility play to maybe get this game? The Pigback Riders here do get folded up, and now we see Yetis coming out, so very cool. So here comes the Yetis. So they're going to be cruising out for a bruising, and a good unit. They do have Frostbite and the Chilling Aura, so they're able to slow things down and cause a lot of havoc. But this is very good, right? Like, here's the thing, guys. Like, this play is great. If Butcherbird hadn't lost so much HP on the Lord, this could be a dead even game in terms of value right now. But the Lord just being on death's bed here is a really, really big issue. A couple Traderkins, of course, are going to be nice. We're going to need to see some Corngors and Vanguard here. But this game is actually, like, you know, obviously heavily Ogre favored at this point, but certainly some valiant attempts here by Butcher with some nice micro. Outer Region is going to optimize play. Usually Outer Region will have very fine-tuned builds, and yeah, it's going to be hard to deal with for sure. So Centaur throwing axes are attacking in, and they're going to be getting some work done here. We do see the throwing weapons poking away, and we do see the Corngors advancing up on the point. More Corngors on the way, and the capture weight does start to flip in the middle a little bit. Beastmen mobility going to be fleeing away from the Ogre Bulls with dual weapons as Corngors do head towards the back objective. Is the Great Bray Shaman alive? If he does die, he can be resummoned. You know, that's probably something that will happen, I would imagine. Thunder Tusk here cackling away. Looking at the value, 5.8 against 7.6. Beastmen mobility, you know, trying their best to keep him in the game. as the middle is in the process of flipping right now. A couple Ungor Spears trying to take down these Trappers, and we see more Centaurs heading for the back point here. Ogre Bull dual weapons, though, will, do okay against Khorngors. It'll be a bit of an evenish trade, probably, in terms of just overall value. But with Trappers saturating into Objective 1, that will be a dominant victory for the Ogres on that point. So Ogre Kingdoms are on Objective 2 here, but we do see the flip from the Beastmen. More Centaurs being called out here, and we do see some unsummons from Outer Region. He's going to be unsummoning the Powder Guts, getting him back into the pool. As the Blood Vultures and the Thunder Tusks do flee, the Beastmen will have the opportunity to maybe Vanguard and Infantry to recapture that point pretty easily when they do end up fleeing there. And Centaurs do get a nice ambush in the woods and are able to get a Space Jam Slam onto the Ogre Bulls there. Probably will be able to break them. Definitely very rough for Butcher losing that Caster Lord early. The Caster Lord can be resummoned at this point, though, and probably is worth it. Traderkin is very good, and there's the leadership buff to the Beastman army alone would be very nice. We do see the sneaky gets over here, so the little Gors are going to go start to flip that point. Meanwhile, the middle does go to the Beastmen, so the Khorngors and the Centaurs with throwing axes are able to get there, and that is going to be I believe, just the Trapper passive ability proccing there. Okay. So on this point, we do see the return of the Centaurs. It's going to be 2 of them, and that is, 7 or 8 capture weight there, probably about 7. So it is going to force the Ogre Kingdoms to keep some units here, but fighting the Yetis probably is not a recipe for success. The Yetis will slow these guys down to like 50 speed, and then the Blood Vultures will be able to massacre them most likely. So that is very, very precarious. As we do see Butcherbird fighting valiantly, this is a very, very impressive attempt considering such a bad start with the Lord. You got to be careful. When you see your opponent with the Deathcaster and Powder Guts, I mean, that's like sniping 101, right? You're gonna get karate chopped there. So that was a big issue. But if the Lord had not been sniped, that is the difference of the value right now. And a couple Traderkins could also maybe get the Beastmen into a couple winning engagements here, but don't know if it's gonna happen. So the Blood Vultures do get picked off. Another Centaur unit could be swarming across here. In the meantime, Khorngors valiantly trying to fight here. And on the upside, Khorngors do have the unbreakable thing. So when they start to break, they do have it. But it looks like it already procced for this unit, right? The what is it called? The Fury of the Skull Throne. Yeah, when their hit points drop below 50%, did it proc? It looks like it's active right now. They should be unbreakable. Yeah, they are unbreakable. Okay, so they are fighting to the bitter end. Back objective starting to flip, and how is the Beastman mobility doing back here? It is being kept in check. The Yetis and the Trapper combination, really, really nasty. A lot of snaring, a lot of issues there, and very, very tough. So coming back here are the Centaurs. Going to be retreating into the tree line. The Beastmen are going to be taking their back point back as we do see spears moving up. This game is firmly in Outer Region's control now. There was like moments where maybe there was some play, but this game is 100% over, and it looks like we're going to be seeing Ogres doing very well. I do think Beastmen have chances against them. I just think that the formula hasn't been discovered yet. Time will tell. I do think maybe a Doom Bull could be nice, like a Doom Bull or like a Malagor type Lord, but yeah, Thunder Tusks are still very powerful. It only got 1900 value though, to be fair. Before we start, calling OP and crying in the shadows, the Thunder Tusk has not paid for itself. So it is a 2300 gold monster, and it has not paid for itself yet. So that is completely cool to see. The Pigback Riders, though, are the big issue because they counter your Minotaur play. Minotaurs and Centaurs all suffer, and Ogres then kind of force you into an infantry battle, which is not fun. And the Beastmen ranged isn't good enough to really punish things like Thunder Tusks. You kind of can with Centaur throwing axes, but yeah, certainly would have been a closer game if the Lord situation had been different. We do see the Beastmen trying to get an envelop right now, so they're going to be encircling, but Man-Eaters with Great Opens are on their way in, and here they come. So that is going to be the Man-Eaters with their boinking sticks, and that is for sure going to wreck the Centaurs. Yetis with the Chilling Aura and the Dismember, very, very nice. Good micro pulling back that unit there, and the Centaurs do beautiful damage on the impact against the Yeti. Very, very cost effective, but this is the problem. When you try and run from the Yeti is when you get, get in a little bit of trouble. So how many of you guys back in the 90s played that computer game where you were like skiing down the Alpine slopes and there's like a Yeti that chases you? I still have like fever dreams of that thing. What was that game called? It's like some haggard Yeti and it chases you, and I just can't remember. Back objective retaken by the Beastmen. It is going to be some Ungors there. And looking on the other side here, we do see the Khorngors going to be engaging against the Ogre Bull dual weapons here. Yetis might get slapped up right now, potentially in some trouble. Blood Vultures are nearby, but 2 Centaur units on the charge, and a 3rd Centaur unit's going to be coming in. Do you guys remember that game? What the hell is it called? What was that game? Ski Free? It's literally called Ski? Okay, yeah, so certainly not the most creative naming, but yeah, I remember that Yeti hunting you down the mountain and actually feeling like fear as a young child. Like, oh god, it's going to get me. Ski Free. Yeah, there you go. All right. Ogre's also going to be swamping the back objective, and I think that Butcherbird if he had played this way early, instead of taking a fight with the Beastmen head or the Ogres head on in the middle, like playing the objective bouncing, maybe he would have won this game or had a good chance. But taking the Ogre Kingdoms head on was very tough with the Thunder Tusk and their pigback formations, all that kind of stuff. Memory unlocked, right? I know. Maneater's gonna just absolutely crush this unit here, and we do see the Dismember active, and the Blood Vultures are here as well. So moving across are the Centaurs with throwing weapons. And yeah, that's going to be GG well to the plate, I think. Guys, I think that is going to be all she wrote. And what else did we got? So here we do have the Centaurs here hunting about. And the objective is actually flipping here, but yeah, there's no way. Ogres can just hunker down on one objective at this point and just win. So literally they could just park their entire army on objective 2 and just AFK. And I don't think the Beastmen would have the tools. Truly a good micro here from Butcher, but very, very tough as we see the Centaurs screaming across. And yeah, man, being leaderless this entire time is such a downside too, man. Not having that great Braycaster is really hard. Doombull is actually, I think, a decent choice. He can fight the Thunder Tusk. He's highly mobile and does have a slow bound there as well. I played Boxhead Bounty Hunter on school. Oh, you're talking about the old game still, yeah. Yep, Ogres got it. Great game. I think Greenskins would have a better matchup against Ogres, I think, than Beastmen. I think Greenskins with like double Bolt Thrower would probably keep the Thunder Tusk honest. And you also have good enough infantry to kill Pigback Riders effectively. So I think they would have a better matchup there. But GG, well played, Yeah. GG. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Congrats to Outer Region. Beautiful play. I mean, it's easy to just point fingers and just be like, oh, OP this, OP that. But the Pigback Riders didn't get an obscene amount of value, except that stupid ROR. Jesus Christ, 1,700 on that. But Outer Region also played very well. He played a very clean game, and his sniping was on point. For sure, some play. So you did mid-game. I'm just talking to Butcher right now. By ping-ponging them was clutch. Yeah. Okay. That's meaningless there. All right. So GG, well played. Fun stuff. I think that the Beastmen can win that. I think you need to go mass mobility and just ping-pong them. Because this Ogre army is very static, and if you don't get your Lord sniped and you ping-pong between the objectives, I think it's winnable for Beastmen. But taking them head-on with this build composition, you're just going to get Thunder Tusks and have a bad time for sure. All right, guys, drop a like on the way out. That's going to be it for tonight. You guys rock, man. That was a very fun tournament. Thank you to Outer Region for hosting as always, and congrats to all the players. But that is going to be it. Sigmar bless his ravaged body. We will see you all on the other side. Say farewell to Darth Wookiee. And once again, I appreciate you all. Thank you for the donations. There was a couple folks, some very generous ones. And we will be back tomorrow with more action, probably tomorrow night. I'm going to be out and about during the day, but tomorrow night we might have another tournament, which is going to be fun. All right, guys, that's it. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you all on the other side.